Hey there, everybody. How you all doing today? Welcome on back in to. Oh, I just realised I put the wrong blinking picture up. Yeah, we're gonna be doing a bit of PV WolfCreek today. How you doing, Bodine, Oppies, Viking streaming? How you doing, guys? Right, so let's get in here. Having one of those friggin' days, that's for sure. So the plan was to do a bit of multiplayer on Dajnet's server. For some weird reason, I cannot get it to come up. It keeps saying that the map is out of the wrong version, even though I was on there literally just a couple of hours ago. Nothing seems to have changed. I messaged Dave. He says he hasn't changed anything. So I've sunk it a couple of times. I've deleted the map, and it just won't come up for me. So yeah, I'm having one of those days, as you can imagine. So I thought, bugger it. I'm just going to come on to my save game for now, and maybe try again a little bit later. Maybe after the stream and try and get on when Dave goes live later. Let me just sort my mat out a sec. So for the minute, yeah, I'm just going to be carrying on with my own save game. So I'm obviously into July. Just tap my wheel up, got to move it. Just having one of those days where nothing seems to be going right today. Oh. But yeah, how you guys doing? Obviously, Oppies is doing great, so I'm glad to hear that. And while I think about it, let me give Mr. Viking a shout out. Da, 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 da. 2021 in it, yeah. There we go. There you go, guys. Make sure to go over, give him a follow. Now, just to give you guys a heads up, there is a lot of follow bots out at the minute. I know T Miller was hit earlier. 22 Farming Guy was hit as well. So there's a chance at some point that I'll probably get hit as well as some of the other guys. So hopefully we'll be able to jump on them as soon as possible. But for now, I'm just going to try and relax, take it nice and easy, and maybe enjoy this game for a little while. You're very welcome, Viking there. Right, so I need to move my coffee. One sec. Still setting up a little bit. There we go. Right, hopefully we've got some game sound going on. If it is, it's very, very low. Let me just check. That is on. Just up you a little bit more. Had an update the other day as well, which didn't help. So let me check, make sure that's fine. Headphone camera. It should be there. Let me just turn it up a little bit in game. Oh, I could hear that there. Cool. Yeah, it's a little bit quiet, so let's go with a little fraction there. We'll put a little bit on there. We'll save that. Right. Hey, Mr. Jers, how you doing? By the way, I was having a little look actually at my followers. Um, Obviously with all these bots around, I want to see who'd been following me the longest, and it seems like Mr. Jers, 53 UK, was my first follower, so much appreciated, buddy. And how are you doing, Mr. NBC Master Dad?
I'm alive.
You're alive, are you? Is that a good thing or a bad thing?
I don't know. The jury's still out.
Is it? Oh, that good, huh?
Yep. But enough about me. How you doing, buddy?
I've had better days. Uh,
Uh oh.
yeah, obviously I was going to be doing a bit of Dave's server today, and went on there earlier just to check like the ping and everything, and it got on there fine. I was hitting around about 63 ping, obviously from the UK. I know Harm was on there doing some fertilizing and stuff.
Yep.
A little while ago, I went to load back in, and it's now saying that my map is the wrong version, and it wouldn't let me on. I've obviously deleted the map, downloaded it again, still the same thing. So no idea what the heck is going on.
Hmm.
So change of plans. So I'm going to be doing a little bit of mine today. Now
There you go.
it's got to be a little bit dark to start off with. It is getting it's like 10 to 8 in the evening. Um, I'll do a little bit. If it gets too bad, what I'll do is I'll jump it through the night. Obviously, at the minute, there's not a lot of field work to do. It's just mainly ploughing the odd field here and there. one thing I have done is added precision farming back in. So I have obviously gone through, purchased all the fields. I've already got a 57 score, which isn't too bad. Obviously, I'm going to aim to get that up, back up higher. Um, but yeah, oh, it's going to be a lot of work, that's for sure. I got a lot of liming to do again. I think pretty much every field needs it, so might have to cancel my show tonight. Got some family issues coming up. Oh no, Imperial. That is a bit of a pain. But unfortunately, these things happen. And how you doing, buddy? Apart from that, right. So I need to, because I can't keep a straight line. I just need to get this going first of all. Joker plow right there. Just make sure that's facing the right way, which it isn't. There we go. You're dropped down, so you should be fine. We'll get some lights on the situation. There we go. And yeah, how did you guys get on the server? I missed a little bit of it on Satisfactory server.
Um, so actually, for what we were doing, there's actually people out there playing on it right now.
That's kind of cool, actually. Why is
um,
Discord so loud now?
I don't know.
Let me
It's
drop you
just
down a
me.
fraction. It might be. There we go.
Um, we were really, I was really satisfied with it. Um, so it was definitely a good test and stuff.
Mhm.
Nobody really had any issues. There's a couple of small issues when you're on a server, but that's expected. And I mean, it's still experimental too, or early access for the servers.
Yeah.
Like my game crashed once, and I lost all my inventory.
Yeah, that part I think I've
Um,
seen.
yeah, Fummin's
Yeah.
his game crashed once. He didn't lose his inventory,
Oh, that's something then.
so you know.
Yeah. Sorry to hear. Hopefully your dad's okay there, Imperial. Obviously, Imperial Gamer is a fellow SGA member, so if you're not following, please click on this link, give him a follow, guys. Obviously, if he may or may not be streaming later, because obviously the family issues there. But obviously, keep his dad in your thoughts and the rest of the family as well there. But yeah, it was kind of an interesting show from what I've seen. I kind of actually fell asleep really early last night, so I missed sort of the last hour or so
Yep,
on your stream NBC. For the simple fact I had to get up really early this morning because
that's
at
fine.
just after 8 o'clock a nurse stuck a needle in my arm, so I had
Ooh,
to be up really early for that. It wasn't very
well, you
nice.
should have called me. I would have done that for you.
Thanks.
Hey, I'm here to help you and support you, buddy.
Oh,
Breakfast was a really good stream last night too.
was it? Oh,
We're really
okay.
start. Yeah,
Yeah,
we
really got
ended
to go
up
back and
getting.
watch it.
So come to find out, there was one gentleman who had been lurking for I don't know, probably 2 months now. Went out and
Mhm.
bought the game last night so he could join us.
Hmm,
We
cool.
had another person from Florida join us last night. She's a pretty good driver
Yeah.
and
Oh,
stuff.
oh, oh,
So
oh,
definitely
oh.
getting bigger.
Dark, dark. I keep thinking Dark Phoenix. Is it that one, or is that somebody else I'm thinking of?
No, it was XX Courtney XX.
Ah, okay.
So hadn't seen them around before, but they were really good.
Oh, that's good.
Black Ranger was there. He's really starting to be a
That might be
regular.
the one I'm thinking of. Black Ranger. Yeah.
Yep, yep.
Oh, that's very cool then.
But yeah, we're definitely finding some really good racers out there.
Yeah.
Hey, Viking streaming. Last night's stream was a blast. So much fun to watch. Yeah, we got going on one another pretty good, and
Yeah.
even the newcomers and stuff. I'm not going to say it was a lot of fun for Dave.
Mm.
I wasn't even picking on Dave last night. But yeah, but Dave's streak finally broke. He was undefeated on teams, and his team finally lost last night.
Ah,
So that was a good thing.
that's fine. All right. Just out of curiosity, guys, is all the game sounds and NBC and myself all sounding okay? I'm still trying to tweak the little volumes there. They seem to slightly off in places. It's fine on your end. Okay, cool. Yay! Sweet. Obviously, I've got my phone up, but obviously I keep it turned down a little bit so I can hear NBC in the game and stuff. But as long as you guys are okay with that, it's cool. Right. So I've got this field to do. Okay. Let's see where else. So I've got this one to plough. This one. I'm debating on whether to do the orchards. I should really at some point. But I've got a bit of a cheaty plough for doing them. Now, obviously, one thing to bear in mind with precision farming, if you are running it, ploughing can damage your score, your overall score. Obviously, this is just me adding it back in, so I'm not really too bothered if it gets damaged slightly. To be honest, it seems to have gone up. Oh, but hopefully from now on, if I keep it going, I should be able to get that brought back up by the end of next harvest season, really. So good, glad to hear it. Could be a bit higher. Okay, I'll try and shout. Oh, yeah. For anyone who missed it this morning, Team Miller got hit by a fair few follow bots. I think it was around about 200 odd followers in the space of maybe half an hour during his stream this earlier today or this morning for me. Not good. Definitely not good. It sounds like when he was clearing them out, it turned out a few of his other previous followers um, were flagged as bots as well. So yeah, I think he ended up with about 1,700 followers, which is not a good place to be, but it is what it is. Right, so let me turn that up. Yeah, so just be careful for any of you fellow streamers out there. The follow bots are out in force again. I can't remember who it was, but somebody said that they were watching a stream and they had like 1,900 bot follows all in the space of like 10 minutes or something. So we have a link, or I have a link to use. Yeah, KW sent most of us a link for removing them. I can't remember what the heck it's called, but I've got it bookmarked just in case that does happen at any time. Where are you? It's twitch.tools.routeonline.de/follower removal. Actually, I should bring that up a little bit higher to the top so I'm not losing that again. So yeah, that's the one that we've been using. I'll shove that in my Twitch folder there, just for a quick reference, and it's kind of cool. I do know that there is a channel on Steam that if you make them a moderator on your channel, they're supposed to block these sort of bots, follow bots, and stuff like that. I'm going to look into it a little bit more and see whether or not that is worth it. But hopefully, as I only stream a little bit, I won't get hit as badly as everyone else. So hopefully I'll be fine. But I'm still on course for obviously trying to hit my 1,000 followers. Obviously I was aiming to do it by the end of the year, but I don't know if we'll be able to get, what, 19 followers by that time? If I get hit by a follow bot, maybe. And how you doing, Zodiac? What harm did they do? It can actually screw up your, obviously, follower figures, and obviously if you don't deal with them, Twitch can ban you, like Imperial says. So it's not good for a channel to have basically unreal followers. And obviously that goes for people who stream on Facebook and YouTube as well, and all these other streaming platforms. It can literally ruin you. But yeah, I think I actually had a little look on mine actually. That's what made me think about it. And obviously, Jers came up right at the bottom of the list saying that he was like the first follower from me, which is kind of cool. Yeah, yeah. Unfortunately, yeah, idiots do appear everywhere, but it is what it is. Obviously, I think last year around about this sort of time we were being hit quite heavy again by follow
Oh, it was
bots and
brutal
stuff.
last year at this time.
It was. They did die off
God.
sort of throughout the year. It wasn't. It's not been too
Well,
bad, but then Christmas sort of
Twitch
hits and
Twitch did some upgrades too, so it's taken the
yeah,
bots a while to figure it out. That's what it
yeah, that's
was.
very true. Let me turn it up a little bit more. Yep. Just check your 9 billion. You're good. Yeah. I think when I looked on my list, I had about 5 individuals that were being flagged as bots. The only thing is, I know that they've been into my chat multiple times in talks and stuff. So, yeah, you can. And even there was actually one who was an Twitch affiliate, or one or two was a Twitch affiliate. I was like, yeah, I don't think so. You're full of crap. How you doing, Mr. Cope? Oh, let's give you a big shout out, buddy. Cope TV. There you go. Make sure to go over, check out Mr. Cope TV, guys, if you're not already. He was doing a little bit of Farm Sim 22 the other day. I know he's been playing a lot of Diablo recently, so don't hold that against him, guys, please. There we go. So I've got almost this side of the field done, and I've just got to get that little bit there, and then I can, what I'll probably do is once I've got this field finished, I'll jump through the night, so you guys aren't trying to strain yourself seeing things. But yeah, it's kind of weird about Dave's map earlier on the server saying that it's not the right copy.
Yeah.
Be right back dinner time. Alright, Viking, cool, no problem, buddy. Hopefully I'm going to be around for a few hours. So. But it's weird, this afternoon as well, I don't know what it was, but something just got in my head where I just really didn't want to do anything today. Didn't want to stream, didn't want to play games, really didn't want to do anything, to be honest. I hate those
Yep.
sort of days.
It happens.
Yeah, obviously hit the go live button and it just snapped. But, okay, I'm up for it, come on, let's go.
Yep.
Oh. Ah. Now, I know on the SGA calendar, guys, as well, obviously Dave has put up his streams for this week. Obviously, he's going to be streaming later on today, around about 7 PM his time. Obviously, doing the server, I believe. He's put up, I think it's either tomorrow or Friday. He's going to be doing a longer stream than usual, starting a little bit earlier, which is going to be sort of overlapping my time. So he's going to be doing Hunter Call of the Wild again. Obviously, I'll be jumping on for my usual couple of hours on Friday at least. Probably back on here actually. Obviously, I want to try and get the factories sorted out. I've got a few places I do need to clear pallets from, like say for instance the orchards. Obviously, I've got them set to distribute now, but I've still got pallets there that need to be collected and taken to storage or wherever.
And don't forget, if you want free stuff, show up Friday night for the Naughty or Nice stream.
There you go, guys. You heard it. And obviously, that's going to be on Mr. NBC Master Dad's stream. I'm believing what's from 7 o'clock. Is it that one?
Yep, it'll be 7 o'clock until the prize wheel is empty on the nice side.
Cool. So hopefully, all you guys have been nice out there. I'm not all the time though. I don't know about that.
That's all right.
Right. So NBC Master Dad. And there we go. Make sure to go over, give him a follow, guys, if you're not already, which you should be, because NBC is a great content creator. Whether he's doing Rackfest, Farm Sim, Satisfactory, Farm Sim, you know,
Actually, I did
he's
call a
great.
wild the other day too.
Yeah. Actually, you haven't done much Farm Sim recently, have you?
What's that? Farm sim? No.
Playing it, modding it, whatever.
No, kind of in the I'm getting the itch. I just don't know what I want to play or do or what.
Mhm.
I'm kind of hung up on the map right now.
Right.
I've
Fair
got the
enough.
train system in,
Yep.
but until I know what I can put in, um,
Same as Dave then.
that's yeah. I mean, that's the part that's killing me right now.
Yeah. It's just
Um,
waiting for Giants whether you can start using some of the new stuff or not. It's a bugger.
and,
Disclaimer.
and
He's
I'll be
loud.
honest with you, I want to play. I really do. I've really been getting the. I almost fired it up this morning,
All
but the
right.
problem is there's small issues that just bug the hell out of me in my map.
Yeah.
Um, and I just can't get into the groove. I don't know what it is.
Hmm. That's
I
fair
want
enough.
to, and I thought about firing up Silver Run because I started off on that, but it's
Yep.
too small.
Yeah, it is. It is. I will say it is a bleaking good map that Giants have actually finally put out compared to a lot of the maps they've done over the years that I've actually played on. Silver Run has
Yeah.
got to be definitely the top map so far.
Oh, without a
Obviously,
doubt. I mean,
I've played
if I had
17 and
access
19
to,
maps, so
yep,
yeah.
if I had access to the files right now, I'd blow that up into a 4x
Yep.
and just go in and make some of the undiscovered land and stuff with the textures and the trees, and
Mhm.
I'd be on there playing because I could do a full farm. I could do all the logging stuff.
Yep.
I'd put Silver Run up in the corner or something, but we don't have access to that stuff. So,
Yeah.
you know,
Hopefully soon. Really hope.
I'm hoping. I
Yeah.
really am. I hope that they're listening to us.
Oh, dang, that's what I was meant to
Um,
do. That was
I
loud.
I know I sent Terminator a message there the other day, wishing him and his wife a Merry Christmas and
It's Piggy, yeah.
everything. So, um, just so he didn't forget who I was.
Yeah. Yeah, I
Anytime I
forget
send
him.
him a message, I always feel bad, all I was doing was sending him a message to say Merry Christmas to him and his wife, and let him know about the stream I was doing. And I started it off with "Sorry to bug you, buddy." I mean,
Yeah. Hey, Michael, how you doing? Yeah.
oh, he's still around.
Unfortunately.
He doesn't stop by my streams anymore. Must be Mummy has to tuck him into bed before he can stay up for mine.
Oh, maybe.
He must have fallen
Or
asleep.
he is there, or in just lurking. Doesn't want the
Yeah, it
abuse.
could be. He doesn't like the some of the games, so which is
Yeah.
understandable, completely fine.
Yeah, obviously he's. I know that Michael likes his truck sim, or your American
Yeah.
Truck Simulator, farming simulator streams, but when it comes to a lot of these other games, obviously this is just my view, guys. I don't think he's really into those sort of streams, so like Wreckfest
No.
and Satisfactory. So yeah.
Yep.
Hello and bye bye.
Well, yeah, I don't.
Hey,
Oh,
hello, Mr.
Boomhauer.
Boomer. Gosh,
Mm,
father and son both here at the same time. That's terrible. How you doing, Boomer?
Blank you.
Ah, I'm sorry. I had to say
no, you're not. No, you're not.
it. Oh, go back to farms and
Pretty big
Oh, don't
yeah,
update
worry,
to
Michael. I'll
that
get there
portal.
sometime.
yeah.
I need a break. I've been playing Farm Sim since before you were staying in your daddy's drawers.
True.
If only that was the case.
Oh, bless yous. Want to see Billy shoot his first deer on Call of the Wild? Ain't ever gonna happen. Unfortunately, Mr. Cope. It's not my kind of game. Really isn't. And actually, when I think about it, I do know he was doing a bit of streaming himself last night, but oh crap, I can't spell. There you go. Make sure to go over check out Mr. Boomhauer guys. Obviously, he was doing a bit of crab games last night with the community and some idiots.
Yeah, how'd that go, Boom? I didn't really get to see much of it.
It went good with the exception of the,
Yep.
you know,
You had one person.
yeah. Well,
It was 1 or 2, wasn't it?
right, because
kind
it
of watched it back
sounded
earlier.
like 2, but only one got was banned in my chat because they put it in my chat as well.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so they
Well-
went for chat, they went for game voice and game chat.
What were they, just being vulgar and stuff?
Racist.
Yeah.
Not the best thing to do around here, especially with Boomer,
Right.
KW about and stuff.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, I was trying to get my stream muted so at least it didn't go over
Yeah.
Yep.
before I did anything, but
I'll tell you what, I have to say I've been pretty lucky with the Wreckfest.
right.
I haven't had anybody come in.
Yeah.
God forbid if they do, because I would probably destroy them on freaking Twitch. You know, but you know, everybody is pretty decent. I mean, I'm probably the one that is the most upfront and stuff when it comes to that. Shout out goes to Zars. That poor guy. He had his house broke into on Christmas Day.
Oh,
Well, Christmas Eve night into Christmas Day. So he was just happy to be playing again and stuff. And,
yeah.
And there was someone else out there too that had that happen.
I know. Oh, cripes, what's his name? Never Back Down. He was burgled recently, wasn't he?
Yeah.
So he's been lucky to get most of his stuff back.
Yeah, it's just
It's that time of year again, everyone's desperate.
Yep.
Well, I don't mind you being desperate, but don't be stupid.
Yeah, exactly.
And just for the record, you break into my house, it's not going to be the police coming to get you.
Well, I mean, they will,
Yeah,
but
it'll be the
oh
car
no,
from
they
the morgue.
won't. No, they
there'll
won't.
be a bag involved.
The coroner.
Exactly. So
I might just break into your house now and just when you wake up, I'll be sitting on your computer with a cup of tea in my hand. Morning,
Yep.
NBC.
As long as you got one for him, he won't care.
Oh, yep. I'll make you a cuppa.
Oh, bless.
I will help anybody. I have no issues helping people. I understand hard times for people. Been there, done that. There's no freaking reason to steal or anything like that.
Exactly.
I stole once in my life, and it was from a store, and I ended up getting caught. But I ended up becoming really good friends with the store owner after that. They didn't press charges or nothing like that. I did like 40 hours of community service at his house and at the store. Offered me a job at the end of it and stuff. But I learned a valuable lesson out of the deal. But yeah, if you're gonna steal from other people that are hardworking and everything else like that, that's kind of like being out in public and seeing me, hit your wife or your kids or something. If you think I'm not gonna say something, come on, dude.
Yeah.
I'm the wrong person to do stuff like that in front of.
Yep.
Exactly. Keep straight line. There we go. Nope, Dave's not here, and I don't know if he's playing crab games. I think he's sort of setting up for later. Be nice, he might pop in at some point.
Well, he's probably resting too, because
yeah, she's still getting over COVID in a minute, so.
Yeah. Tell you what, freaking, it's been like a week and a half in my house, and everybody just bouncing it around, and God, it's been freaking brutal. I blame Crash.
Wow.
Well, Wheels
Don't blame me.
So.
Well, let's just blame him anyway.
Yeah. He was actually around earlier. I tried to jump in and He was just sitting there. I assume he was doing Call of the Wild, or he
Yeah.
might have been on Tarkov. I don't know if that's been released yet or not.
It has,
think
but there's
so.
there's slightly issues with it with the servers.
Which
The
is what they
servers are
thought
on
there would
fire.
be. Yeah, perfect.
Well, I hope they
Yeah,
get
I'm
that sorted
still,
out soon, Mr. Cope. 5 days, that's disgusting.
Mm,
Yeah, I remember Cope talking about that.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, don't worry, guys. I'm not done with Farm Sim.
Good.
I will be
Yeah.
back to it.
One day.
Yeah.
I almost fired it up today.
Oh wow.
Yeah, actually, I'd love to see like a 4x size silver run. NBC mentioned earlier. That'd be kind of cool.
Yeah,
Just
but
have like a
until we
no
get
man's
access to the
around
files,
the
we
outside.
can't do nothing.
Yeah.
With it.
Yeah. Aye. Well, I know that Team Miller finally got his roller coaster completed this morning, and
Oh, did
his
he?
first bolt, I believe it is,
Oh,
set
nice.
sail. So, yeah, he's doing really well over there. Bless him.
All except for the follow bots.
Yeah, that's
Well,
on the
yeah, that
downside.
too.
But we are prepared. We have the
Yeah,
resources.
them follow bots are brutal. Oh yeah.
Especially
I don't
if
think I
you-
ever told you, but I actually lost my channel because of it.
Ah, wouldn't be surprised. But this is the reason why we try and
But
keep on
luckily,
top of these
I
bots.
appealed against it and they lifted the ban because it was a perma ban.
Yeah. Not good, that's for sure.
No, it isn't.
Right then, as it's
Well,
getting a bit too dark.
I'm on the grind again.
No, Michael, nothing's gonna be found out until they get back from break.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wouldn't expect to see anything or hear anything until probably somewhere between the 10th and the 20th of January.
January,
Almost
yeah.
July. Which July might be close.
Oh yeah.
Well, I was just thinking maybe within the first quarter we may hear something, so
Maybe.
before March, hopefully well before March.
Yeah, hopefully.
Yeah.
Well, I know they got to come out with some news because sooner or later they got to make a decision what the heck they're going to do with the FSL because that'll be starting up here pretty soon.
Exactly.
You know, are they going to go strictly in person? Is it going to be on the same map or what are they going to do?
That's the thing. And I'm surprised nobody's actually leaked anything yet regarding the unlocked map.
Oh yeah.
Well, it makes me wonder how many people actually care out there, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Because it lost a lot of interest. It took a huge fall.
It did.
You know?
Yeah.
And stuff. And I just wonder if some of those people that normally, hack into that stuff just are like, well, whatever. You know, they've moved on.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's true. Right, so I've got that one. Let's go with that one at the far end. Mainly ploughing today, guys, by the way, just so you're aware. And at some point I'll get on and do some liming and all that. But we're going to leave that till... See, there's something as well with precision farming. Obviously I'm still trying to get back into using it. Do you lime before or after you plant your crops?
I always lime before.
Before?
See, I always do it after.
Process. I've got my process written down. What I do. Let me find it.
I cultivate and then I'll seed and then I'll lime and then I'll fertilize.
So
I've got the direct drills, so I can fertilize and seed at the same time.
So I lime, plant, depending on what the crop it is. Depending on obviously since seasonal growth is on.
Oh, there he is.
I then fertilise on the first growth stage. I spot spray the weeds, harvest and obviously mulch fields that has corn, sorghum, or sunflower on them.
Mhm.
And obviously, I'll just repeat the process.
Okay.
And obviously,
Yeah.
in relation to grass fields, I lime them and fertile them each time after cutting.
Okay. And how is Mr. Dave doing, by the way?
I'm doing good. I came in with a public service announcement.
Uh-oh.
Oh,
Okay.
Do not renew your driver's license.
Okay, well.
Studies have shown that more people that have driver's licenses die in car accidents.
Ah.
No.
Wow. There you go, guys.
Watch out, people. Dave's been reading the news today.
yeah.
Thing is, Alan just renewed mine earlier
Oh
this year.
no, Billy!
Yeah, well, let's
Increase
just
your
say
chances of dying in a car accident.
I renewed mine this morning because it ran out.
Yeah, but your name's Crash. We expect it.
Wow.
And the Wumpy. Thank you very much for the follow. I'm sure you followed the other day. Strange.
Yeah,
So,
what?
actually, this is something I
What?
haven't showed you guys yet, have I? I did get Wolfies
Uh,
down, by the way, just before Dave starts yakking. Still a bit of a work in progress. But I sort of made a little cut through here. I think it's kind of cool. This is one factory I do need to get up and running so I can get some pizzas for Neon. Hey Harm, how you doing? How's the server going? And sorry, go for it, Dave.
Oh no, I thought you're not on the server, but
Dave's all talked out.
Yeah, it's freaking weird. I don't know
Yeah.
what is going on with it. Because obviously, like I said, because I messaged you about it earlier. I literally deleted the map, downloaded it again, and it's still saying that it's the wrong version or something isn't right.
That's
And that was
impossible.
after he was already on
It's
it.
freaking yeah, and literally I was only on there like a couple of hours ago. Obviously, Harm can even may have spotted me popping in briefly just to check out the ping and stuff to make sure it'd be okay for tonight. But yeah, nah, didn't want to know. But it's a pain. Server is okay. Been planting and fertilizing a lot. Yeah, I think you were fertilizing field 10 when I popped in earlier on the server. Animals are all okay. Good, cool. So yeah, I don't know what's going on. I'll probably try again, maybe for Friday to do a bit of a multiplayer server type thing with you guys. So anyway, I'm just gonna do a little bit of mine today. Bit of a shame.
Yeah.
First time here, just got some channel points. Ah, okay. Yeah, it must be somebody with a similar name to you then, Mr. The Wumpy. But yeah, welcome in. Obviously, if you've got any questions about the map or farm sim in general, you're more than welcome to drop it in chat, guys. But actually, as this is my first stream since Christmas, I hope you all had a great Christmas Day and Boxing Day. I wish I did. I had about half a dozen messages from people, so yeah. Just so you are aware, there is a couple of warnings on like the carpentry and the landfill, which will be dealt with soon. I think that was the only ones I know of at the minute.
That's it.
Yeah, so with update or pack 3 that will be coming out at some point after the new year, obviously the sawmill will be getting added in, which is going to give you the resin to get your glue factories up and running, and also the sawmill will give you the chip board as well that you need for some of this stuff. And hopefully soon we'll start be getting the buildable factories out to you guys as well. Oh, lots to going on.
Those are all issues we consider to be 2023 issues.
Yeah, obviously this week we're not doing any form of modding. I am definitely not doing any. I know Dave's obviously not been feeling very well. He's still recovering from COVID, so he's just going to take time off, chill, relax, and enjoy playing with you guys as well, because obviously you guys will be able to get onto the servers. Obviously we've got the Farm Sim one, which is Dave's, WolfCreek save game which is up there. Obviously, you'll be doing that later, hopefully. Also, you've got NBCs setting up, obviously, the Satisfactory server. I'm trying to think what else there was. Obviously, there's Wreckfest and God knows what other games coming along. ATS, ETS, and all that as well, with like T Miller and some of the other guys.
Call of the Wild.
Yeah, Call of the Wild, that's the other one as well I was thinking of. And yeah, there was another one. Looks like the server you are on is pretty far in. So this is actually my personal save game. It's not actually on a server. Obviously, right now, obviously, for anyone who hasn't seen this, is obviously 4X version of Elm Creek, which is one of the base game maps. And what DashNet's done is pushed it out to the 4X and created like a no man's style around the outside. Obviously, a lot of these fields around the outside here is the ones that I've created. But obviously, you do still have Elm Creek, which is one of the maps you probably all know of. One thing I do need to address is these couple of fields up here. I want to combine them into one. I've already done that area there. But I'd love to get into this forestry area up here. But I want another sawmill place there. I'm thinking, I'm not sure yet. I do need to get into my sawmill at some point and get that filled up. But yeah, obviously a lot of productions have been added to this map. Obviously we do have the mine as well, which has been added in. Obviously this is going to be in the next 16x map with a subtle difference, shall we say. That's about the only thing that's going to be in it. But yeah, it's a great map to start off with for obviously FS22 for any of you guys who want to play it. You can get it through the SGA website by downloading the mod for the switcher. And then, yeah, if you check out my YouTube channel, there's an actual how to install it video on there. Just look for Billy Alpaca and you'll find it all there. Also below the Twitch as well in the About Me, there is a link to my YouTube channel as well, where I put all my posts or videos on there. I saw a red farm and a blue farm. Right, yeah. It's probably just the difference in the field textures there. So no, obviously that's a field I need to de-stone at some point. But yeah, but obviously Dajna does have his up on the multiplayer for anyone to join in with him if you do want to try the map out. It's definitely well worth a try. I need someone to teach me how to make cool looking farms. I keep deleting save games because mine sucks. Yeah, it's not an easy thing. It takes a lot of practice, but just make it how you want it to look. Obviously mine's gone through about 2 or 3 different iterations, I suppose is the best way to call it, throughout the time I've been on here. Now I've just got one big area with a few sheds and my chickens there. Just takes time, Mr. Culp, that's all I can say. And a bit of creativity. Right. What I'm going to do is set this guy on a hired helper for a little while. Actually, I'll keep that on for a minute so I can get the right line. And we'll start him on this side to make it a little bit easier. Go do some work, mate. There we go. Now one thing I am slowly doing is replacing the Volvos I had with the ones from the Platinum DLC. Obviously I've just added in with my little mining bucket there, kind of nice. But they're freaking expensive, that's for sure. That's why I've got no money left. Okay. Doopy doopy doo. Now one job I do need to do, I've got plenty of stuff in my silo, so I need to get that into productions and doing something. Right, so let's see what's up first. Probably grains to go to the flour mill. One thing I do need to do is sort out some hemp soap at some point, because I need it for herbicide. Hey, soft stuff, how you doing? Do you think the next farm sim will get rid of this syncing with players when joining the game?
Probably not.
Yeah, probably not.
Nope.
I can't see them getting rid of it anytime soon.
No.
They explained, I can't remember when or what in, why they cannot get rid of it. But
Truck.
they would have to change a lot of stuff in order
Mhm.
to get rid of it. So
Yeah.
don't expect it.
Where's the heck's my truck? Let's here somewhere. There's one. There you are. Yeah. Obviously, they're going to need some form of synchronizing, I suppose, when it comes to it.
Otherwise, everything's
Regardless.
just going to be completely desynced.
Yeah.
It's like you could be planting on field 1, I could come to field 1 and there's literally nothing there, and I'm literally like, well, why haven't you planted? And you're like,
Yeah.
I've literally just planted. I'm like, no, you haven't.
Nope, it's saying it's empty. Yeah, exactly.
Exactly. It's just one of them.
Actually, give a, I will sort that as well.
I don't buy that. It's a support. I
Speak-
get it, but other games can do it. It's
Yeah.
not like when you log into Ark, the trees are there that somebody else cut,
Yeah, that's true.
you know, or the rocks are there that somebody else broke.
Hmm.
It's just a matter of them getting it done, and they haven't
Yeah.
figured out how.
Yeah, to be honest, they have, from what I've seen from obviously like Dave's stream and everybody else who does multiplayer, it has progressed a little bit in the right direction. Because obviously you're not having to wait like 20 minutes for somebody to come in. Obviously, most of it's done prior them getting onto the server itself. It's just like a little, maybe few seconds, and then they're on. So they are sort of stepping in the right direction. It just needs a little bit more work. Who knows? Maybe in a few years' time they'll be able to figure all that out.
Yeah, maybe.
This is a mod to grow crops faster. Or is this a mod to grow crops faster? I have no idea what you're on about.
You must be talking about somebody else, Cope.
Yeah. And no planting.
I wouldn't play it if you bought it for me.
Yeah, I'm not sure what you're on about there.
I wouldn't accept it
G34.
if you bought it for me.
Welcome back,
return it.
Viking. And how's it going, gamer Paul?
Oh no, he's asking, is there a mod out there to grow crops faster without any plant withering?
Oh, is there a mod? I believe there is on the in-game mod hub.
Fast growth, I think.
Fast
That's
growth.
the only one I can think of.
Easy developer tool actually does as well.
Oh, that
sorry.
one.
It can pretty much plant and grow a field in a split second.
Yeah.
Especially the F12 one. Where is it? Where is it? I've used it once or twice. I just can't remember which one it is. So
That one.
yeah. It's been a while since I last used this friggin' thing. Set farmer honor. So I think it's. I'm not going to do it on here, but yeah, there you go. So it's the first. So it'll be set field fruits. Click on that, and then you can actually select all or specific fields. Obviously, the only thing it won't pick up on is probably ones that you've created, but you can literally change the whole map to how you want it. So you could literally plant the entire map in corn if you wanted to. So that's a good way of doing it if you want to save a little bit of time. But I think there is a fast growth mod as well out there, if one remembers correctly, but I think I had a few issues. Right. Hello, Dave. How are you doing today?
Doing alright.
Good. Yes, there's one. Grow now. Ah, I thought so. Can I get in close enough to that? I don't know if that's even the right track. I should connect onto this, but we'll find out in a sec. If not, I'm going to have to go find the right one. I've got two at the farm there, which is probably the right one of the right ones. Nope, okay. Figures! It's just annoying waiting 6 to 8 days for stuff to grow. Yeah! I can see how that is. Yeah, I don't even know how long I have to wait between sowing and harvesting and sowing and harvesting. Quite a while anyway, so. But yeah, give that a try. Easy developer tool on the mod hub as well as Grow Now. Both good mods. I think I might even extend that little field there. See, now this is another area that's kind of got me flummoxed, I suppose is the best way to put it. Obviously there used to be houses here, but obviously I've removed them because obviously I've got plenty of apartments creating me labour and stuff for the factories. Now the thing is, do I utilise it by putting down some small productions or something? I don't know yet. But obviously where it's quite a small plot of grass, I could just easily take the trees away and extend that field a little bit out. And then possibly plant some more trees just to go up and around. Might actually do that. That's probably the better option. Yeah, it's kind of one of those, what do I do with it? I could put down a sell point or two there actually, to be honest, as well. Try to spread them throughout the map as well, that's the thing. I don't know what to do. But right now I do need money, that's the thing. Lots and lots of money. And Dave says I friggin' cheat. Nah, I don't know. Yeah. Actually, I think this is probably the first save game I've not actually cheated on. Actually, apart from Silver Run as well, that's the other one. But yeah, any of the FS19 maps that I've done, or played on, should say, yes, I can definitely put my hands up saying I have cheated on them. That is
How many hours do you have in that save game?
Currently, when this behaves, 952 hours.
You definitely cheated.
Nope. I worked hard. Yeah, selling gold is definitely the way to go. Obviously, a lot of that was done with precision farming as well, enabled. So obviously you get that additional bonus, which helps. Come on, where are you? Yay! Right.
Oops, there goes somebody.
Boomer. Bye, Boomer.
Oh.
Hi, Boomer.
Came back.
Yeah.
He came back to us.
Cat. Blame it on the cat.
Yep. Alright, so we need some. I've got some wheat, so that's a good start. Barley I need, yep, good. Finally landlord said someone would be out today to fix the water. Yay! Oh. Chicken dance! Yeah, thank you very much, Mr. Jers, for the chicken dance. Much appreciated. Bada. Billy, don't cheat. Nope. Actually, to be honest, yeah, I do. I'm gonna.
Billy is a nuisance. He will be gone in 2 weeks. I apologize for this inconvenience.
Hey, Oppies. Yes, I will say I am going to put my hands up and say I do have a couple of cheesy things on here. One is a truck for transporting the mining materials, and I kind of edited the sugar beet harvester I've been using. This one just here to like about 1,000,000 litres capacity and 9 meters wide. But that's the only things I do have that is over the top. So there you go, guys. I do put my hands up to cheating a little bit. But apart from that, I've actually been quite good, to be honest.
Oh.
I can't find a mod to grow fast. Let's have a little look quickly. I know I've
Is he on?
Are you
Is he on
PC
PC
or
or
console?
console?
Yes, what I was just thinking.
If he's on console, then
Yeah.
good luck.
You can sleep through the night.
Oh, yeah. Good
Yeah.
luck. Good
You're
luck
not gonna
finding one on
find one.
console. You're not going to find one.
Yeah, it's a script. You won't be able to use anything, unfortunately. Sorry about that, bud. If you had PC, then yeah, go. I could send you a couple of links straight away.
I was going to say there's quite a few on PC nowadays.
Yeah.
Just not so many on console, unfortunately.
Yeah. And that's one of the big issues console have is they cannot have scripts running, unfortunately.
Nope.
Man, this is struggling.
My advice is get the game on PC.
Yeah. Actually, well, I think at the minute the game's only about what 30, 40
Something like that.
local money. So, obviously I know Giants from time to time do what you call it, giveaways as well. Maybe even try and jump into streamers who are doing giveaways as well. That's another good way of getting hold of a copy. It's a bit of a shame, bud. But yeah. PC all the way, unfortunately, for me.
Yep.
Just made that. Yeah, definitely PC. You can actually get so much freedom actually on a PC compared to console. Actually, I am kind of upset with one thing. Obviously, for my daughter's Christmas, we got her a Chromebook because we thought it might be nice for her to maybe do some gaming on it and talk to her friends on Discord. And it turns out it's freaking crap for gaming. So.
Oh wow.
Yeah. Obviously, one of the main games she plays is, well, actually two games: Minecraft and Roblox. They're the two main games she plays, and neither will run on the little Chromebook thing. So that was kind of like a waste of friggin' money.
Minecraft.
Yes.
We should get her into therapy.
Yeah, she likes her Minecraft. She's been doing a lot of server play with her friends and stuff. So, but one thing is, I don't know if any of you guys actually realise is a lot of schools are actually starting to use Minecraft Tutor, I think it's called, which helps the creativity for children and stuff, which I think is kind of a cool idea. I'm going to make Dave throw up. Ah, he can stomach it.
That explains a lot about our educational systems.
Yeah. But I was kind of shocked when I was reading through that. Oh, really? Oh, okay. Right then, that's that. Yeah, seemingly something to do with the creativity in the child. It's Minecraft's, even though it's kind of simple, it's a good stepping stone to get them more creative and building and stuff like that. And mathematics as well, seemingly. Hey, Green Thumb Farmer, how you doing? Ba-ba-da-ba-dam. But yeah, unfortunately, gonna have to look into maybe a decent laptop in the new year for her, or just carry on with her playing it on my PC, which is a bit of a pain. Oh heck! What'd I miss? What'd I miss?
Nothing.
Okay.
Boom. I mean, Boom's son, not Boom. Boom's son was going off PG rating, trying to
Oh.
trying to sneak a term in there, thinking that
Try to. Failed.
Yeah, MC has been in school since 2012. Really? Didn't realise it was that long ago, but yeah, I knew they'd started using it quite recently. I used to quite like playing Minecraft. I really got into doing like the redstone stuff, and I know NBC was kind of that way as well for a while, because he's mentioned it once or twice. Hey Hayward Industries, how you doing, bud? I'm using the SGA mod pack 1 and 2 on Chilwick 4X. Runs good, but getting
yes,
log error of money. Yeah,
we are aware of that.
yep.
It will be fixed.
Yep, that will be fixed along with the carpenter. Well, he's probably thrown off some fill type warnings as well. Yes, that will be dealt with soon.
Oh, there you go. Just bought
Hey,
on
well
PC.
done, bud. Well done.
Welcome to PC.
Okay, I'm gonna take a stab in the dark. Is your name Dean096 by any chance? Or am I just throwing it out there?
Oh,
Yeah.
no,
There
you're
we go.
right.
Cool. I was just looking at there and thought, hang on a minute, that's sort of like Dean. Cool.
Yeah.
Oh, nice one, Dean. Welcome to the club. Well, obviously, if you've got any questions, if you're after any decent mods, I'd definitely recommend the SGA website. If I'm biased. Obviously, in-game mod hub are definitely places to get your mods from, but yeah, Giants do at times put out the odd daft mod that shouldn't be friggin' done. Dang it, did I need sorghum there? I can't remember. Yes. A little bit sorghum, mainly barley actually. Okay. And obviously there is the link as well. Thank you, Mr. Imperial.
Mm.
Yeah. Yeah, obviously after the new year is out of the way, obviously Dave and myself will be cracking on with getting the rest of the factories sorted out, obviously for the new map as well for you guys. Obviously once we get the factories, most of the factories sorted out, Dean96, thank you very much for that follow, bud, much appreciated. Now only 17 away according to that, cool. Yeah, so obviously we're going to focus on getting the factories set up for obviously you guys and Dave's new map. After that, what I'm actually going to be focusing on is the storages from FS19. I've already obviously got one converted already, which is working, it's great. So obviously I do need to then go on and start getting some of the other ones brought over from 19 to 22. Obviously, what you should be able to do at the minute is the ones that are currently in WolfCreek pack or any of the current packs, you could run them, but just give you a word of warning, there may be some field type warnings popping up where certain things aren't being added to the next map, such as like blueberry coffee, stuff like that, and blueberry juice. But just bear that in mind as well, yeah. Hopefully this time around, the set of storages that I'll be doing, I'll make sure that everything in every factory gets a storage. Posture check. I got you, Michael. Don't you worry. Obviously, thank you for the posture check. Did catch it, and obviously the stretch. I should redo the stretch, shouldn't I? Oh, there we go. Thank you very much for that. One thing I do need to do is grab another drink in a minute after I finish my coffee. And hats off to you too as well, Viking. There we go. In case. Yes. I do have my hat on today actually as well. So, there we go. Hope everyone had a great holiday. Sounds like Dave finally got the COVID. Yes, unfortunately. I think he was pretty much laid up most of Christmas Day because of it, unfortunately.
Yeah, we're coming out of it.
Yeah, you
Still
do
a
sound
little bit
a lot
tired,
better.
but other than that, I feel fine.
Yes. Come on, truck, come on. Need a better engine. Yeah, that would be a good idea to make sure everything has a place. Yeah, exactly, Michael. Because obviously at the minute, I think my things like drywall doesn't actually have a storage apart from obviously Boomer's warehouse. There's a couple of others I think that weren't added, so obviously what I'm going to be doing over the next few months, or a month at least, I'm actually going to sit down and make a list of everything going into obviously the new factories to make sure that it goes into the next set of storages. Actually, I don't know if you guys have seen it yet, but I'm going to show it off anyway. I haven't got it placed down. I'm hoping it's not going to throw any errors. But PV storage. Obviously, this is. Oh, look at that! No errors. Dang, I'm good. So obviously, this is the first one that I've tackled. And this will be holding the stuff from your greenhouses and your orchards. Obviously it does have the working displays, which is great because I can actually then get them added into factories and other storages as well, is what I was thinking earlier. Obviously we're updating a lot of the factories so I can actually go through again, add them back in so they're working, which is nice. But yeah, I'm happy with that. Obviously there will be all these little ones. Possibly at some point, Bauer Logistics may be coming back in some form. Not sure yet there. We'll have to wait and see regarding that one though. Obviously, one big thing is it's going to be pallets in, pallets out. It could cause an issue with frame rates. That's the only thing, guys. If we can figure out how to do a pallet, like say 10 pallets into a container or 25 into a container, we'll try and work that out for you guys. But that's a long way down the road, so hopefully we can figure something out. Maybe speak to Brave and see if he can add something into the revamp mod that converts so many individual pallets into one big one. That might be an idea, Dave. Yeah, contact Braven. See if he can work.
I don't know. I'm sure he's got enough to do right now.
Yeah, he could add it to the bottom of his list. Hopefully it. Oh, yeah. Yeah, and actually, yeah, the COVID thing, yeah, hopefully it does seem to be pretty mild for Mr. Dave there.
Yeah, it was.
I think it knocked me out for maybe a day or two when I had it. But the strange thing is, my wife and daughter both had it at the same time, and they weren't that bad. Which is really weird, it's complete opposites. What the heck? Dang. If I can get through here. Oh, I can't. What else do we use? Oh, so I haven't got any in storage yet. Sorghum should be fine. I think overall that's pretty good. Unless I'm missing anything else. Millet. That was the other one I needed to get. Okay. I need to get some millet up here. So that's you. Yeah, I think it'd be kind of nice having those displays back on the factories like they were in 19. Now that I've finally figured out how to do them on the storage there, it'd be pretty easy to add them back in. Yeah, that was bugging me for months trying to get those displays to work. Turned out I had the facing the wrong way the whole time. Yeah, it was facing inwards rather than outwards. I don't know, it's terrible. But obviously with those storages as well, they'll just be placed down and you can start putting things in. They're not going to be buildables like they were in 19 though. So that's that. One thing we are waiting on obviously is Mr. Braven to add in the animal productions into the revamped mod. Once that's done, we can then get the butcher dealt with, Campbell sorted out, all the other meat factories. But obviously they're going to be ended up in like a lot later mod pack for you guys. So, and obviously B Graham 31, thank you very much for the follow, bud. Welcome on in. Obviously, if you've got any questions, you're more than welcome to drop them in chat. We've got Dashnet, the map creator, in chat with us. We've got Imperial Gamer, we've got Boomhauer, and lurking somewhere out there is Mr. NBC Master Dad. Question. If you have a lot of games on your main drive, will it bog down the video card? Good question. I haven't got a lot of games to be honest.
It shouldn't, unless
No.
you're running them all at more than one at a time.
Yeah.
Yeah, because obviously I've got mine split between 2 hard drives, so but I rarely have 2 games running at the same time. I'll occasionally have Satisfactory and Farm Sim running, but that's about my limit.
Yeah, but the difference it also depends on. Well, I mean,
Yeah.
The only
Yeah.
thing that is possible is if you're running out of free space on that hard drive, it could slow your video games down because very often they'll use your hard drive space as extra RAM.
Yeah. Hopefully that answers your question, Mr. Culp.
I always like to leave a few gigabytes at least left just for reading and writing
And also any updates as well.
Yep.
What did I want? Sorghum, wasn't it? Yeah. I forgot what was one there for a minute. There's that. That's probably going to be all I need to put into there for the minute. I do need to get some millet in the ground at some point in my next harvest. Need to add some rice, probably some corn. A lot more wheat, that's for sure. Gone through a heck of a lot. Obviously, I've got the brewery down as well, so obviously I can get some sent over there at some point. The other thing I was thinking is obviously the spinnery. While I think about it. La 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 la. Spinnery, spinnery, spinnery. So you're fine, you're fine. I do need to get some hemp into there. I thought so at some point, but not necessary. Okay. Okay, that's fine. But yeah, I really need to get on and do my animals at some point as well. My cows are desperate for food. I should really do that next, I think. Actually, while I'm thinking about it, how is Matey Bollocks doing on that field? He's nearly there. Who is that anyway? We have Mr. Dashnet doing a bit of field work. Look at that. I love that. It's cool.
I don't work.
Oh, you're doing some field work for me, though. The grain mill in WolfCreek too slow. Can't keep up. Can have more than one down. Batteries. Ah, right, yeah. Actually, I've not had any issues, to be honest, with it.
Grain mill if you're trying to... Yeah, you can put more than one down.
Yeah. Yeah, I've only got one down at the minute, and I haven't had any issues. It's just really putting this, keeping the right crops in the ground. That's where I keep falling behind, really. I need more fields, I think. One thing I think, like Dave, I need to start getting into the north of the map more and creating some nice fields up there. Yeah, then I can drop them straight into the grain mill and be done with it. How do you install a map that's not from ModHub in-game? So all you have to do is download the map and then put it into your mod folder. Usually, if you're not using a mod folder switcher, it'll be a default one. So for example, if I jump over to my desktop a sec, so say for instance, this here is something my daughter downloaded earlier. Say for instance this was a map. What I'd do is I'd go to Documents, My Games, Farming Simulator 2022, and in here it's got a folder called Mods, and then just drop it into that folder there, along with the rest of your mods. Obviously, one thing to bear in mind if you are downloading it off another website, like a third-party website, be very, very careful. They can cause a lot of issues, conflicts, stuff like that. So if you are going to run multiple maps, what I'd recommend is to remove the other map from that mod folder, or if you can, download, if you're on PC especially, download the mod folder switcher off of the SGA website, and it'll look something like this once it's installed, and you can actually set up different folders for each of your maps. It's really handy little program. So literally all you have to do is create a folder on your desktop or wherever on your computer, link it to one of these buttons. So for instance, actually I'm going to have to try and do this with the game still running. Mine doesn't drop down like everyone else's. So for instance, I'm going to, on my other screen here, I'm just going to create a new folder and call it something random like PV Canyon Crossing, because that's the one that popped in my head, which is going to be Dave's next map. All you literally do is create that folder, click on one of these buttons like this. Obviously this screen will pop up. You just drag that folder into anywhere within here, then just release it with your left mouse button. What it'll do is it'll link it up, and obviously you can rename it if you wanted to. Obviously that is what I'm going to call it anyway, Canyon Crossing. You can change also the color of the buttons on here. Just select that one for example. Obviously you do get a preview down the bottom here. You can even change the text if you want to. And then when you're happy with how that looks, just click here, finished. And obviously you create your own button Obviously, just check at the bottom to make sure that it is set up properly. You can actually, after that, exit, load up your game, throw all your mods into that folder, and then load into the game perfectly fine. Obviously, I've got WolfCreek, Uncharted, NBC Acres, Silver Run. I've got factories that we're currently working on for the next map, and obviously for what you guys have already got out there, as well as a backup one that I did for Dave's Wolf Creek. And obviously the server, which is ones Dave's got currently, but doesn't seem to work for me today. But yeah, that's all you have to do. Obviously, if you're not running it, just throw it into your default folder there, bud. One sec. Yeah, so there you go. Right, let me jump back to there. And my wife would just asked if I could take a quick break because one of the cats had tried jumping into one of the friggin' bins.
Oh, lovely.
Yeah, so there's a bit of a mess everywhere. When I get a yellow code in the log for attachment or vehicles, should I delete mod? Nope. You could actually keep it in. Warnings are fine. It's when they pop up red errors. That's the ones that you really want to either get rid of or fix quickly. The main, if it's regarding attachments or vehicles, the main one at the minute is to do with the AI attachment error warning, should say. Obviously, I think I've gone through most of mine and fixed them already. It's quite an easy one, but yeah. But yeah, if everything's running fine, you should be fine, as long as there's no errors there. Obviously, in my personal log right now, I've got about 4 or 5 mods that are unzipped, which is obviously giving me a warning, because obviously they can be played on multiplayer. Apart from that, it's clean. But my personal view is if it comes up with an error, obviously I'll try and fix it myself. If I can't, I'll just get rid of it. And how are you doing, Mies Man? So what I'm just going to do is I'm going to unload this quickly. I'm going to take a quick couple of minute break just to go sort out the bin, and then I'll be back. Hopefully, won't be too long. But yeah, cats can be a bit of a pain at times. So there's that. So I will be back in just a couple of minutes. Obviously, I'm going to leave these guys in Discord up for you so you can hear them if you do have any more questions.
Let's see. So far this morning, Boom's cat unplugged, knocked him off of Discord, and yours has made a mess of your bins, and people
Yep.
like cats. Why?
And the moral of the story is don't own a freaking cat.
Get a dog.
Cats are lovely. Be right
Yeah,
back.
looks like it.
I got me a rabbit.
Better than a cat. At least keep it in a cage. I had a house rabbit. It was supposed to be litter box trained. It wasn't.
I had a kid
Not
once.
the game.
I thought it was litter trained too.
Yeah.
Yeah, it wasn't.
Hard to train those kids to be litter box.
Yeah, no kidding.
It'll be easier sometimes to train a cat to go on the toilet like I did. You know that the textures are messed up on the server. What texture? I didn't notice anything wrong with them. They draw in kind of late. That's about it. Oh, you're gonna keep the name. You're going back to the dirt world. Cool.
Oh, so I can't call you the artist formerly known as the Dirt Man? I'll just go back to Tim the Dirt Man. Man, good, because that artist formerly known as was getting kind of to be a tongue twister for me. I'm not very bright, Tim, so anything you can do to simplify my life makes it easier.
Is there a way to fix a log? Every log error is going to be something different. You'd have to literally search for the error type and see what it is, but there's no one definitive answer on how to fix an error. All depends on the error.
Hi, that was fun. Dang. Right then. What are we missing? Blah, 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 blah. You have 2 cats, they pee everywhere. Chris, that's not good. Thankfully, none of our cats really do that. They've got plenty of trays around, so that's a good way to start. And Tim the Dark Man, well, let me see. I'll keep this name using cool. And yeah, like Dave says, depending on what the error is, it could be an easy fix, it could be a hard fix.
Might be an
Yep.
easy hard fix.
Yeah.
But there is no one answer for all
No.
errors.
Exactly.
I wish there was. Boy, we'd have them all fixed instantly.
Yep.
And some of them actually can't be fixed.
Yeah, look, they've been trying to fix me ever since I got here.
That's a perfect example.
Exactly.
I think you can still be fixed.
I don't know.
Yeah, it's a hard one. Hard one to say.
That's
Come on, people. Isn't there 16 people out there watching Billy that's not following him? Can't we get him over that 1,000 mark?
running out of time.
I know. We're doing
You know,
two.
if he doesn't reach that 1,000, he's got to go back to 0, right?
Yeah.
You'll have to follow him all over again.
No. I don't know.
Thank
There
you.
we go. There's one.
Own Insanity, thank you very much for the follow. How you doing, buddy?
I mean, I don't think unfollowing and refollowing will help, but
Yeah.
I don't know. I was just thinking about doing it.
It might, I don't know.
Hey, Gamer Paul.
Can make loads of names.
Thank you, Own Insanity.
Yeah.
See, that proves my point.
Yep.
15. He needs one every 3 hours from here till the end of the. Why 48? 5 hours to go.
Oh,
What's
somebody's
that?
at the door. One sec. Dang it.
Uh-oh.
Days.
Oh, tell him to follow you.
Right?
How are you answering the door and driving?
I don't know. That's what I was wondering. He actually pulled over to the side of the road to go answer the door.
There we go. Okay.
Sorry there. Charity people. I don't know. Not right now. So call back again another day. Bless him. I did ask him to follow me.
Yeah.
I don't know. What was I gonna say a minute ago? I can't think of what it was. No, it's gone. That's annoying. Alright, let's get you back to work. First of all. You're fine, you're fine. So, down by the main farm. Yep. Dang it, they put me right off. Isn't that horrible? You think of something and then somebody disturbs you. It's not good. You totally forget what you're going to say. I hate that.
People are disturbing.
I know. Got my games on internal 6 TB drive. Resetting PC on main SSD. Okay.
The funny thing is, I run my games off of my SSD and use only other drives for back. Because the SSD will make your games run better.
Well, it also depends on the game as well, I've noticed. For anybody who's caught, obviously there are Saturday streams. When my daughter was doing the Five Nights at Freddy's playthrough, it was very laggy on there. Now I thought it was just because it was on a different drive to all my other games, but it turns out obviously the Goat Simulator is on the same drive, and that's perfectly fine. So it could also be the type of game that you're running if you're having issues,
Oh, yeah.
which is really strange. But yeah, I've got a new game for you guys to check out if you're around on Saturday. I'm not going to say what it is. You've got to actually join in on the stream and find out what it is. But it's one my daughter's mentioned about a few times. We bought it the other day. We've got it on my Steam library, so that might give you a hint if you want to go over there and check it out first. I've got so many on there, you never know which one it is.
I bet it's a Steam game.
It is a Steam game, yes. But yeah, hopefully you guys may enjoy it. I'm not sure I will, but yeah, she seems to want to try it out, so fingers crossed. Right, and I'm going to ignore these two little fields because I want to plough that into one big field. I really don't need any cotton at the minute. Same with whatever that was. But yeah, I've decided with this area what I want to do if I can, and I might have to do a bit of map editing, but I want to basically get rid of that sign that's in the middle of the farmyard area. Kind of smooth it all off so it's a nice slope. And then have one big long flowing field there. So that's my plan for this area here at some point. But yeah, I might just have to drop that sign under the map a little bit, or mild out under if possible. I don't think it can be sold.
All right, Billy, have a great rest of your stream. I'm going to go play Uber, and I will be back later.
Alright, buddy.
See you all later.
Sim.
Catch you later.
Right.
I don't think you're on my friends list. Are you?
Yeah. Is there an ANSS ID card I can upgrade to from game? No idea. When it comes to PCs, I am completely lost on them. I know how to play them, keep them updated, and that's about it. But to be honest, I do think with all these maps coming out, I am going to need to invest in some more storage somewhere at some point, probably this year, because my room, my storage is getting very, very lacking. Actually, there is a game I do want to play, and that's City Skylines. I've got it downloaded from Epic, but I'm not actually loaded it up yet. Maybe one of these days.
If anything, with SSD card, you'd want to get a bigger one.
Yeah.
If you want to put your games on. Mine is a 2 terabyte, so I have plenty of room for lots of games on the SSD.
I'm just going to do quickly is do a quick headland there, because he's going to have issues turning otherwise later on. Now, out of curiosity, that SSD, is that one that's sort of built into your computer, or is it like a memory stick type thing?
It's in the computer, but I've installed it myself.
Oh, okay.
Sounds great. I've got 2 of them.
Show off.
I got a 1 terabyte and a 2 terabyte, and they're almost both pretty close to full.
Yes, I think that's something I'm going to need to look into. Mainly for keeping like the mods and stuff on. That's what I'm really thinking of. Like any personal stuff like pictures, documents and stuff like that. I also want to get a disk drive for the computer as well. It'd have to be an external one, that's for sure. Because every now and again, get discs come through. Like DVDs would be quite nice to watch on this computer. I'm waiting for someone to say, DVDs? What the heck's a DVD? Okay, bring that across. There you go. Can't stream if game lags out. Also, might be I downloaded a virus somehow. Is there any free virus programs that work? Oh, no, that's a good question.
Malwarebytes.
Malwarebytes, yeah.
Give
I
that a
just
whirl.
I personally just stick with the what Windows gives you. But I don't see the point in using third-party programs.
Norton's a really good one.
I wouldn't even touch Norton.
Only kidding. Yeah, don't go there. That is
Malwarebytes
the
works
worst.
awesome.
Yeah.
The best advice I could give you, Stop browsing the porn and you won't get those viruses.
Uh, yeah, what do I need this year? Malware bites. Yeah, I've used that one in the past. That wasn't too bad actually.
I use it, but I don't use it often.
Yeah.
It's the only one on my system, and if I do think that there might be something going on, I'll run it. But other than that, it's
Yeah, so Touchwood's actually, I've not had any issues with my computer. I think I've only had, well, I had one issue a while ago where I had to literally reinstall everything. But that might have been my personal issue that caused that.
Mhm.
But yeah, the whole time I've had this, what, just over a year, had no viruses, so yeah. And I'm touching wood while I'm saying all this. Hopefully I won't get any. Right, so you're fine for the minute. Okay, so I do need to address my cows. I did notice earlier that they were getting really low. Hey Patrick, how you doing, buddy? So, I can use this guy. Ba-da-ba-bam. Let's finish, empty this out first of all, and we'll get some nice new bales sorted out. So I don't know if any of you guys have actually let your grass grow throughout the year. Obviously, I haven't cut this field up here for at least a whole in-game year. And I was kind of shocked at just the texture that they use for fully grown grass. It looks kind of cool actually. Obviously, you got your seed heads there. It's really nice, very natural. The only problem is my pH is naff throughout the map now. Downloading from shares mods, I always have problems with my AV software telling me it's not. Yeah, that's why I very limit where I get my mods from. That is for definite.
Yep.
Obviously, it's the main ones for my mods I get. Obviously, the SGA website, the in-game mod hub. Um, they're the main two actually. The only other ones that I've had from different websites is King's Mods. I haven't had any issues from them yet. What other ones have I done? Oh, I think I've done one or two from Farming Simulator 22, mods.com or whatever it's called. But yeah, trying to stay away from all them. And how you doing, Marbear? And why is this not unloading? Went over the trigger. Ah, there it is. Not close enough. Oh, it's on that side now. Okay. Left side. There we go. That's the one. But yeah, how is Marbear doing today? I keep missing you when you're with NBC and the guys. Right, so now when I do my TMR mix, I always do just silage and straw. No, I mean hay, I should say. Very rarely ever put the straw into it. Hay. Oh, the one on the end. Silage and hay, yeah. That one I'll always use. Yeah, the straw I use for bedding. Obviously, where I changed out the cow pens, obviously I used to have the robot one. Obviously I've now got to do it all myself. It's a bit of a pain, but I like it. I would love to have ones where you have to have water in them though. Again, 6.5. What's the biggest one here? Square 6.5. I don't think that's gonna be big enough. 7.5. There we go. Let's do. Ooh, definitely not that many. 10. There we go. That's not too bad. And we'll do the same again with them. So hay. 8. And we'll do 10. Oh, dang it, you've gone the wrong way. Great bale storages for anybody wanting any storages. They're on the in-game mod hub by Actually Mobile. Boomer is back. Maybe. Alright, just playing Satisfactory before I go to the... Ah, okay. Somebody else has been suckered into playing Satisfactory, eh? Hey Ryan, how you doing? Oh, Curiosity Mabe, were you on the server with NBC and the guys last night, or not? Okay, 9918. And obviously, if you guys are not following Ryan K, go over, give him a follow. Obviously, he is a fellow SGA member. Obviously, he was doing Call of the Wild, Hunter Call of the Wild the other day. He's also he was on the server with the NBC and Wheels and all that yesterday. Kinda cool, actually. I want to download that train system that NBC had. It looks kind of cool. Ah, well, that's fair enough. Well, the thing is, obviously, with Wheels, Ryan, NBC, and some of the other guys, they do know a lot about obviously the game. And obviously, for anyone who is just coming into the learning, now is the best time because you can actually jump in and they can show you exactly what to do with it. And obviously, if it does become a kind of a popular thing, and obviously this is for all you guys out there, if it becomes popular, then there's more chance for you guys to jump on the server and help out and learn a little bit as well. I don't know if you guys have had issues figuring things out with Satisfactory. To be honest, I've just got my first where is it? Fuel power plant up and running, my new save game. I've got 4 train systems now, got around the map, pulling stuff into my main area. It's kind of mad now. But I really want to get into like the diluted fuel, so I can get better power outage, I think. Obviously for that I need to get to the blenders and stuff. Oh man, these must be really empty, jeez. Yeah, they were really low by me. It's frustrating. Yeah. Yeah, I've never been good on maths, so obviously playing Satisfactory has been a right struggle getting the right balance. But I think I'm getting there slowly, that's for sure. Obviously Dave, he's got a lot of experience. NBC, like I said, Boomhauer's got some experience. I think Imperial Gamers played it a bit as well. So there's plenty of people.
Satisfactory. Yeah, I've played it a little bit.
Yeah, so there's plenty of
Not
people
much
out
of it,
there
but
who
I've
help.
played it a lot.
But yeah, it'd be interesting to see what they're going to do with is it the full release of 1.0. I think that's going to be coming in the new year at some point. Yeah, some kind of storyline from what I've heard is possibly coming. Till it comes out, you never know. I'm working on a modular frame factory and trying to find a good design. Yeah. To be honest, I'm terrible when it comes to the actual look of the factory. Obviously, with some of my previous save games that I've done, I've tried to be a bit more creative in places, but it just never works out. But obviously, where like you got Dave and NBC who do like these big, huge, gigantic factories and stuff, I cannot get that high. I don't know why. I just cannot get my stuff to produce that much. It's weird. So you're not the only one that struggles, Marbe, with factories and mathematics, but yeah, I do as well. It's mainly when it comes to the power, that's where I really struggle. And obviously another one as well is Mr. Darius Frost as well. He's kind of a wizard when it comes to satisfactory. Actually, I've not seen Darius in a couple of days. Hope he's alright.
Yeah.
If you're out there, Mr. Darius, let us know if you're okay or not.
Saw him a couple days ago.
Yeah, I know he streamed a bit of Silver on one the other day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I hope he doesn't burn himself out again. He tends to go 100 miles an hour and gets burnt out too quickly, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so hopefully on Friday, guys, we'll be trying to jump on a Dave's server and help him out there. Obviously it would have been today, but obviously map issues, God knows what was going on with that. Oh, that was the other thing, yeah. Somebody was mentioning about the graphics or something on the server. It could be just where it's drawn in as well.
Yeah, I saw that.
Graphics on the server.
Yeah.
I didn't have any problem with them.
I didn't have any problem with it yesterday either when I was
Yeah.
on it.
What you could potentially do if you are on a server, guys, and you find that the textures aren't coming through quite right, just walk around the map a little bit or go for a little drive for a little while and load in the graphics and stuff. That should help. Because I had the exact same thing earlier this afternoon when I jumped onto Dave's server. Worked perfectly fine this afternoon, obviously just before the stream, went to try again, didn't want to know. Also I spent about maybe 5 minutes if that, or a couple of minutes, just going around the map, mainly where the starter farm is, just drawing in the textures and stuff. And it was all fine for me after that. I was on the server for a long time without any issues. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, because obviously there was actually doing some fertilising on field 10 when I jumped on earlier. So yeah. VPN running was causing the issue. Ah, okay. Well, there you go. Yeah, I'm not sure how I do streaming on the server. That's kind of why I wanted to redo it today, so I could sort out any issues along the way. Because I'm not really a big fan of doing multiplayer, to be honest.
I'll be back in a bit.
Alright. But yeah, it'd be kind of nice to see Dave, at least one of Dave's save games actually have the majority, if not all, of the factories on there before he goes on to the next one. I think that should be an aim for you guys that are doing the server regularly, is to make enough money to get those other factories down and get them up and running. It'd be kind of nice, at least once. Yeah, that's still a bit of a bug for me. Obviously, PV County, Dave still had about literally only 2 or 3 factories to place down. Really? Can't you just go back and do it? Cheat them in, maybe.
It doesn't bug me at all.
It does. It bugs me.
I'm sorry. Yeah,
It's like on here. I've got maybe 3 or 4 factories still to place down on here, and it's bugging me that I haven't been able to get enough money brought in to be able to get them placed down, get some land for them, and stuff like that. But one of these days. One of these days.
It don't bug me.
Same with the roller coaster at the minute. That's bugging the heck. I haven't got that going finished yet. Obviously, if I can get the roller coaster finished on Silver Run, I'll be happy. I can leave it alone then. But yeah. How you doing, Uncle Henry? Yesterday we found a tree laying down in the middle of field 31. Well, that's kind of random.
Probably fell off somebody's load. But I don't know.
Why would we go through field 31? That is weird. Hmm. Yeah,
Weird
that
things
is...
always happen on server
Yeah, true.
because we have weird people playing.
Yeah, it's very true.
I mean, Imperial was on there yesterday. How much more weird can you get?
I know. uh,
He's not here now, so I can
shy
bust
of
on him.
6 million cash on Dave's server now. Sold the cereals today. Cool.
Oh, it might have been one that I just cut down and tossed out of the way for a little bit. I do that. Is it 31? Was it behind like the firehouse or something?
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Also, you
did.
got
There was some.
firehouse
Yeah.
in here, sorting in. There is somewhere.
I gotta remember, I just bought a bunch of those fields, so sometimes I just throw stuff on property I didn't own. Worry about it later.
And it still had all the branches. Yeah, so that definitely sounds like something Dave would do.
Probably something I just cut down and
Yeah.
never took care of.
Actually, have you got any apartments up along that road or next to the firehouse?
Yeah,
That's
probably why.
Yeah.
I cut some trees out to get those apartments in, and it was
Yep.
probably right
Well,
behind. I probably threw them out behind it.
Yeah, that's probably all it is.
Temporary storage.
Come on, where are you? Where are you there? Yeah, right. While I think about that unloading, I need to check sawmill. Sawmill. There. Okay, it's still fine. Okay, good. Good. That's fine. You. How are we doing on here? Thinking about it as well. Yeah, no thanks. I need to keep my sugar cane for the minute. Sugar, nope. Olive oil. Olive oil. Have you used an olive oil anywhere else? Dang. I don't know. Oh, Mr. Cope. What you doing?
Yeah, what the heck you doing?
What are you doing to my stream, young man?
He playing with buttons.
Ba-ba-da-ba-dam. Just having a look to see what we've got currently for sale. Oops. That's alright, buddy. Go for it. Uh, yeah, just don't kill my stream, okay? Or ban anybody that's out there. Yeah, so at the minute, the only thing that's selling pretty well. Ooh, look at that. 18 on. Ooh. Ooh, I think I need to get some gold sold. Welcome back, Boomer. Who's still muted. Lie. Yeah, so I think after this stream, I'm going to have to go through this and start selling a few things off. Wow, look at the prices. Ooh, nice. I might be able to actually get some of these other factories down. Oh, bless him. Unmobbing Billiam Breakage. Oh, you go for it, Mr. Culp. To be honest, it's the only way you're going to learn how to do things for yourself as well. Because if you can learn them in somebody else's chat, you can then apply it to your own stream as well, bud. And obviously, what you were hitting there, obviously the non-moderator view, this room, whatever, all that. So things like, say, for instance, you get hit by a follow bot or something similar, you could hit one of those, like the follower only button, and it should stop that, or have like the 30-second slow mode if you're having a mad stream and everyone's asking you questions. They're very helpful, actually, those bit. But obviously, another one as well is if you possibly speak to KW, he could probably help you out a lot as well, hints and tips. But yeah, I'm not going to unmod you, that's for sure. I just redid the PC and this screen popped up and I hit yes by accident. That's fair enough. But you'll be surprised what you can actually do in that moderator view as well. You can see people that's been banned previously. Obviously, if any of them want to dispute the fact for the ban, obviously a lot of the times the moderator will give a reason why they were banned as well. So there's a lot of information and tools in there that you can use. Yeah, there you go, see. Like Imperial says, you're just learning. You will get there, bud. Just see how much I've got in here. Should be close to the top. Jeez. Halfway there, okay. No milk left, plenty of straw. Lots of slurry, which is good. Separated manure. Oh yeah, no. Just want to check some. How's my manure pit doing anyway?
Full of stuff.
Yeah, full of poop. Now the nice thing is, obviously, with these manure pits, they will link onto multiple cow pens. By the way, guys, if you weren't aware, I only found that out when I was redoing this area, and obviously each of these. So obviously I've got 2 pits down, and it's connected. One is connected onto 2 on the far end, and the one next to me is connected onto these 2 pens, as you can see at the bottom. Kind of. It's kind of cool actually. One's connected to my Angus cows, the other is to my brown Swisses on that one. There's plenty of storage, so that's fine. At some point I want to get that either taken off to a BGA, probably my new one actually, get that made into like digestate and stuff. Hey Mr. Ali Bango, how you doing buddy? I always get your name wrong, don't I? Terrible. We'll catch you all later. Gotta get ready for doctor's appointment. Have a great day all. Alright Mr. Patrick, hopefully everything goes well for you at your doctor's appointment. And we'll catch you yet, bud. Probably T Miller's streaming next actually. Actually I'm surprised T Miller's not been in today. I know he was a bit busy getting rid of bots or followers earlier. Maybe he did his head in. Yeah, I'm kind of thinking what I might do with that grass field next to us there is get it ploughed up and put a different crop in there for the meantime. So obviously, as you can see, I've got plenty of silage bales, I've got plenty of hay bales there, so it's not something I really need. So I might end up just getting a plough and putting something else in here for now. Might just do one cut and do a silage pit or something. A little bit of money on silage. Could do that actually. It's an idea. It's an idea, that's for sure. Yeah, I think when we start doing the modding again, I'll probably start on like the vodka factory.
Vodka factory?
Yeah.
What are you gonna do
Get
with that?
buildable like set packs and stuff. Obviously I've got the sawmill for you already, the drywall and the glue factory are done. Just need to sort out the buildable builders, I should say. Bookboards. Right. I've uploaded the steel factory to my Google Drive. It doesn't have any palette visuals added yet, but it's set up for building and stuff. Actually, you could do me a favour actually, Dave, at some point. Can you test it out on a save game for me? See if you have any frame rate issues.
The steel?
The steel factory, yeah.
I can.
Okay. How are you guys? Not doing too bad. How are you doing as well? And obviously, for all you guys, how was your Christmas? For anyone who's just recently joined, mine was kind of, I would say quieter, but it was the complete opposite. I had my mother-in-law over. It was kind of almost a last-minute thing. She was meant to go over to my wife's cousins for this Christmas, and yeah, that kind of went right out the window, and we ended up hovering over here. Oster Chris, how you doing, buddy? It was good, was it? Oh, good. Glad to hear it. Yeah, I think my daughter seemed to get a fair bit of what she wanted, so I think she's semi-happy. Let's go for another 10. And yeah, we'll grab another 10 of them out of there. No, I want 10. There we go. It was good. Yeah, I was kind of hoping for a Christmas where it wasn't going to be going out. Yep, that didn't work out. But next year we're actually planning on going away for a few days, possibly up to where my dad is in the Midlands, and spend Christmas with him for a change. So, we'll see. We shall definitely see. Well, that's going to be next year, so well, let's get through the next 12 months, eh? Yeah, and I know one thing, I'll be turning my friggin' phone off, that's for sure. Right, looks like my dude has finished ploughing. Let's see. Did he do both fields or just the one? Just the one. Dang. Here we go. Here we go. Who's that this time? Yeah, Mr. Dajnet again.
What about Mr. Dadgenet?
Part of my field.
Demand a pay raise.
Okay. Double. How about that?
Okay.
Just like you keep saying to me. At some point I do need to get through and clear out some of the older animals on here, take them over to the butchers. Yes, you are. To the side of the road. Was that what I wanted? Yeah, I've kind of set my cows up so you go in one, you can go in and out of one, then straight into the next one. But it's kind of weird at times when you're sort of in the middle of doing this and you sort of forget where you were. How's he doing? That's good enough for now. I've got to have to go into this one next. Jeez, that's good enough. Yeah, each pen has a different type of cow in it. I've not got any mixed, so it should be fine. At some point I'm trying to get the feed mixer there up and running to make life a little bit easier. Just placed that down yesterday. Typing very slow. Okay, Mr. Henry. And hats off to you too, sir. Actually, I should give you a shout out, shouldn't I? Because I like lurking in some of your streams. Uncle Henry. That one. Obviously, if you guys are not following Uncle Henry, please go over, give him a follow. He's a cool streamer. Dang, too much. Right, so I should be able to overload this a little bit. Wow, there we go. Tad too much. Is that a new machine? No, this is one of the actual base game ones, Henry. It is. Jace, JD, Culti Plower. Oh, Culti Plow. Only error I'm getting for it. Yeah, you should be fine with that. What you could do, if you wanted to try and fix it, let me jump over to the desktop. I'll show you a little trick. If you go to where your farming simulator game is saved, it's usually going to be in your programs, FS22. If you come to data, to the vehicles, right, I need a plough of some form. Let's have a look in here a sec. So if you come into here, find any old plough. Let's go with the horse. No, that's a mod. Say we want, let's say for instance, the Cavernlin. That's a good one to go with. So okay, Cavernlin. This is for any of you guys who are interested in doing a little bit of modding. So when it comes to some of the mods, what you might find is you'll have like an attachment error or warning popping up, and it's a really simple fix, to be honest. Fudge, which one was that? PW112. PW112 right there. So if you actually go to one of the base game plows, trailers, or whatever it might be, and how you doing, MCF, bud, much, hi there, how's it going? Not too bad, thanks. Yeah, so if you go into the XML, obviously do not, under any circumstances, change any of this stuff in here. If you're going to model any of it, make a copy of it and do it that way. But if you actually scroll through, what you want to look for is the AI section, which is generally down the bottom here. Where are you? It's not that one, is it? Nope. It might be that one. Fold. It's been a while since I last looked at these. Animations. Moving parts. AI right here. So, if I remember correctly, it's this bit right here. The AI attachment. What you could do is copy that and put it into the XML of whatever is giving you the error. One thing you will need to do, you may have to do, is adjust these to fit the trailer or the plow or whatever you have, okay? Or even just remove that and it should remove that warning. Obviously I tend to obviously open up the i3D, measure it properly and fill it out accordingly. But yeah, just basically take that one line there, copy it, put it into your whatever mod it is, and it should fix that warning or error. I've done a couple actually that way and it's worked out perfectly fine. So give it a try, you never know. But one thing I will recommend is to make a backup of it, just in case it doesn't work. So there we go. I could have even looked at that Joker, to be honest. There we go. Yeah. I never used one with yeah, it's kind of cool. Obviously, yeah, so, sorry Mr. Henry. So if you come into here, under animals, obviously you've got all these guys right here, and this is the one I've got currently, the coon. I do know that, I think there's the, is it Cavernlin one? On the in-game mod hub as well. They're not bad little machines actually, it's the self-drives. Obviously you can load in just straw if you wanted to, or just hay, or just the silage bales, and it will just chop them up. It's a good way of doing it as well, if you want to just do the bedding. obviously one thing to bear in mind is so you will need to unfold it for that option to chop the front of the bales. Yeah. I like it, it's kind of a nice little machine actually. Very cool little machine. Here we go. Right, so I wanted this one this time. Last cow pen. Yeah, you can use Notepad or Notepad++. Obviously, I'd always recommend Notepad++ because it makes it look a little bit easier to find those lines and stuff. But yeah, Notepad works just as fine. There is another one, but I can't think of what it's called. I know Surfing Cowboy uses it. And it's like a dark mode on it. Not sure about that myself. I don't remember having to top load. Yeah, obviously if you've got the Henry, you can obviously use that front chopper there. It's kind of helpful. But obviously, yeah, you can obviously load in straight into the top if you wanted to. And the nice thing is as well with this one, you can pick up straight off the ground. So if you've got a pit of silage, you could easily use that front piece. Just drop it down to the ground a little bit more. Obviously it does raise up and down pretty far. And just suck up anything on the ground there. So for instance, see as you go. Just like that. Does make life a lot easier, that's for sure. I use Visual Studios. That's the one, Visual Studios. Yeah. Thank you, Imperial. Never used it myself, but yeah, kind of cool. Big fan. Oh, utility, convenience. Yeah. Yeah, because normally I'd use like one that mounts onto the back of a tractor. And I thought this time around, why not go for like a self-propelled one? It's a little bit quicker, a little bit easier. And obviously you don't need to keep detaching and attaching and detaching and attaching and stuff to load up and having multiple things around. But like I said, you can obviously, if you fill up your, say, your animal pen, like for instance, once I get done with the TMR, if I've got any left over, I can dump it onto the ground, fill it up with some straw, do the bedding for the cows, and then come back later and fill up obviously with the TMR. Definitely nice. But yeah, I usually end up having coons. I think the other one I usually go for, if I remember rightly, it's usually like the Silo King I'll go for, or something like one of these, which is like the straw blower. I think I've actually got one of them already. Rarely use it these days. Should really get rid of it. I thought I had another one in here, but I couldn't. Maybe not. Might have been a mod. I think there's a is there a pig feed mixer version of this as well? The in-game mod hub, if I remember rightly, or something similar. Sorry. Nope, wrong side. Yeah, so we've got Holsteins in here. What was the left? Ah, the Angus and that in the other one, wasn't it? Limousine. Ah, okay. now, that should be fine. So close that top down. Automatically turn it off. Obviously I do have a pit just there, partly filled. So what I'll probably end up doing is actually cut off that field, throw it into that bunker, get it fermented, and then what I can actually do is sell it off later, make a little bit more money. Oh, there's my bale straw lower over there. Coolio. While I'm at it, might as well check on my other animals. I haven't been around my animals for a while, so they're probably starving. Mr. Dave, going for it.
What?
Sheep definitely need going. I was just mentioning about how you're ploughing my field still.
I'm exhausted. Will you give me a day off?
I don't get days off. So, no. Right. Let's see, 6, 5, 7, 5. That's probably the biggest. Let's grab a handful of them. Oh, stop it. 10, thank you. Definitely cool. So this is my little sheep area, as you can see. It's right next to my Sam Adams, which is just next door there. The nice thing is, obviously, using all the trees, it's blocking it out, so I get good frame rates over here. One thing I do need to address at some point is getting the pallets moved. And I've got my little boat over here. Yeah, I tend to use Notepad++ for all my mod editing and stuff. I know Dave likes it as well. So, but yeah, obviously you got like Visual Studios, which is not bad.
I'm not a fan of dark mode.
Yeah. See, now on my phone, like say Discord and Facebook and stuff, I don't mind having dark mode on that. But when it comes to things like having to do XMLs, yeah, definitely prefer having it in light mode. That's for sure. They're freaking heavy bales. I think Reaper's... I'm not sure what Reaper uses these days, because I'm sure he's been bouncing between Notepad++ and something else that goes into dark mode. And that could be Visual Studios as well. Not sure. So that should be enough for those two. Might have grabbed too many, but that's fine. Gotta keep my little sheepies all fed. Might be able to. Kind of think I might need to get a weight on the back of this thing with some of these bale weights. They're kind of heavy at times. I'm not sure if there's any that are actually attached to the back of these things. I have to have a little look. You have 3 tractors, 2 trucks, 1 tipper, 1 grain harvester, That's fair enough. To be honest, I've only just recently purchased my second combine. I have been using the big class combine for the most part. But now that I'm obviously getting more and more fields, I ended up buying the small New Holland combine just to help on those smaller fields. Got a couple of trucks, a few, I don't know, maybe about 5 tractors I think I've got. I'd have to go through and have a look. But yeah, that's where most of my money's gone, mainly on the land, to purchase that, get the factories down. It should be fine actually now. Yeah, ooh, sheep over there look like they're getting quite full. I have to whiz around that later. Actually, now that's a good question. What have I actually got? So, tractor-wise, mediums, I've got 3 medium tractors. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, blimey, large tractors, so I'm not doing too bad. Actually, this one tends to stay at where my cows are. Don't really get much else. Truck-wise, I've got 3. Got the Volvo, the Lizard dumper off the in-game, as well as a Mack. Yeah, the class Lexion 8900, the New Holland, and now obviously the coffee harvester there. But yeah, I think I'm doing quite well. Now looking at all that. Actually, I suppose if I was to sell a lot of that stuff, I could probably quite easily buy another plot of land. Obviously, at some point I really want to get Dell, Copper by Design. I think that was the last 2 I really wanted. They're my main ones I want to get. If I get them, I'm happy. That's for sure. The only other one that I know that I still not got down is the whiskey factory. By design. I think that's probably it now. Oh no, buddy, that's not good. Yeah, overfilling them. Actually, the same thing can be done with the pigs as well. You could overfill on one product and then be buggered trying to get any more in. That's usually why I tend to do the TMR mix separately, then put it in. When it comes to the pig food, I just tend to buy it from the shop when I can, and just fill them right up. Come on, come on. That collision is terrible on that. There we go. There we go. Slow it down. Yeah, I know a lot of people mentioned about the pigs especially. Obviously that's where obviously Dave's animal food mixer will come in handy, guys, if you're running it. Just throw the products in there, it'll mix it and then put out the feed that you need. Is there not a TMR mixing building I can buy? Not current. Well, for obviously on this particular map or any of the SGA maps, there is the animal food mixer, which is right here by Mr. Dashnet, and obviously Shy Wizard did a lot of the animations. It's just a simple little thing. Place it down, put your products in here, and obviously you can get your TMR out of it. You can get your pig food mix, along with horse mix, and obviously it will make mineral feed as well. But obviously it does take a lot of products to get all that in. Obviously the other thing I've got in there is straw at the minute. But yeah, there's that. I'm not sure if there's anything on the in-game mod hub for anything similar. I know in 19 BDB SSB did a mixer silo type thing, but don't think he's done anything this time around yet. Possibly, but that's definitely that's another website that I would recommend is Farm Boy Mods or modding, whatever it's called, by with BDB, SSB, and all those guys. Yeah, he has done. Yeah, oh, he has done one, is he? I know. Actually, one thing. Actually, just talked about BDB. I know he was streaming earlier, actually doing a bit of Farm Sim 22. Kind of cool to see him back up and running. Really miss him. Yeah, and I used to use his fermenting silos in 19 on PV County a lot. The only thing it kind of put me off a little bit is the additional silos that you had to set up. I know some people would probably go with them, but obviously getting things like seed out of silage is yeah, kind of a bit off, and stuff like that. But yeah, the only one I really used was the ferment and silo, and I think I did the TMR mixer as well. Let's get some of these pallets moved on the full bays. So that's something else I want to learn as well, is how to do the animal mesh for the pens and stuff. I know Shy Wizard did a video on YouTube covering all that, so I might have to have a look at that. Now, are you gonna? No. I was being hopeful there. They're a little bit too far apart. I think it'd be kind of nice if I ever do get around to creating a map of my own. I was going to say I will or not, but if I do, it'd be nice to know how to do these sort of things. Then I could do like a nice big animal pen built into the map and stuff like that. Looking into playing FS, was wondering if you had any tips for beginners. Yeah. Personally, I would start off with one of the base game maps, just to get used to it. Obviously, if you have any questions, streams are a good place to ask, as well as on the Giants website, Farming Simulator website, there is a tutorial on there. Depending on how you want to play, can determine the way you play as well. Me, I just go for whatever is out there really, but I tend to stick to specific maps. But yeah, ask as many questions as you want. Don't know if that actually helps at all, but yeah, we've all been there, done that. And Crispy Cream, thank you very much for the follow there, buddy. Yeah, out of curiosity, are you on PC or console as well? Just out of interest. 1, 2... Might be able to get that one on top. You're on PC? Oh, that's cool then, yeah. Obviously, yeah, just be careful of like third-party mod sites, a lot of the mods can have a lot of warnings and errors which can really screw your game up. So I'd just sort of maybe start off with stuff on like the in-game mod hub. If you are going to use any mods. Apart from that, just enjoy yourself. Because at the end of the day, that is the main thing. Don't get too worked up over if something isn't quite going right. It's bound to happen, unfortunately. But yeah, just enjoy it. Relax. Because it is, to be honest, it is a relaxing game. Even though at times it can be stressful because of certain people. But nah, yeah, definitely enjoy yourself. Gonna have to take my time with this one. Yeah, so that's another thing I've done with my animals on this map. Don't know if any of you have actually noticed, but each animal type has its own pen. So, like with the cows there, obviously I've got 4 cow pens set up. One for each type of animal, each cow. Same with the sheep, I've got 4 sheep pens, 1 for each of the sheep. The pigs I've got 3 set up. Chickens I've only got 2. I should sort through them all together. Yeah. Right, that's that one over there. Let's grab this one. We're gonna go kind of clockwise almost with these. I don't think these are, I wonder if these are long enough to get them both. The 2 of them there. Oh, notifications on my phone. Go away. There we go. That was your next question. Was it mods? I know you said mod hub. So let me jump out of here a sec. Save. So through Giants themselves, and this goes for PC and console users, there's a mod hub that modders can put their mods onto for people to play with, and it's probably the safest place you can get your mods from. So obviously I'm on FS22, and when this loads back up, there's a section called downloadable content, I believe it's called. And you should just go straight in and out, don't really pay too much attention. Obviously with a big map and so much on it, it does take a little while to reload. But yeah, a lot of the mods are there to sort of make things maybe a little bit easier or more involved in the actual farming side of things. But obviously keep it simple, that's all I can say to start off with. There we go. So there you go. So downloadable content. Obviously some people will put up servers that you can join if you want to get onto that as well. But there's a whole array of different things. So you've got different tractors, obviously different maps here. I know there's a lot of people currently playing on Fiddlesticks, which one was it? One of the Kazes. Oh dang, I can't think of what the name is now, but well, they've got lots of different maps depending on your style. You could download a couple, try them out, see how you get on. One or two that I'd recommend, right, like Alien Jim. He did like a No Man's Land style map. Definitely recommend his maps anytime. Oxygen David, he's another good map creator. Dagenet especially. He's at the top of my list. But yeah, all these mods are just real life tractors that have been brought into the game. Not necessarily base game, but they will, if you want to run a particular type of tractor and it's not in the base game, you come on here, you can probably find it. You've got different harvesters, for example, up here that may not be in base game, some small stuff, some big stuff, different headers. So yeah, there's a whole array of different vehicles and equipment that you can use. In addition, obviously the game now has production in it. Obviously there is a whole section just for the factories right here. And this is where you're going to take your products off of your fields, put it in and get something else out of. Great way of making money for sure. Things like a lime maker. You might think, oh, do I really need that? Yes, you do. Obviously one thing in game, you need to lime your fields. So it's definitely a good thing to get at. And what you can actually do is take the rocks from, say, your fields, which is something that's base game, and create lime out of them. Obviously this particular one that I've just clicked on also does beet pulp, which comes from your sugar beets. So you basically put both stones into it and your sugar beets and get that out. Obviously the only thing I'd be interested in is really a stone crusher to make lime, but I've got that already. But then you get things like these, which are DLCs. Obviously this particular one was a mod that you have to pay for, or a pack, I should say, that you pay for. Didn't really cost much, but a lot of people didn't really like it. So other things as well is you've got like timber storages as well. You got greenhouses. Even if you wanted to store your pallets up, there is warehouses or storages for that as well on here. But obviously, what I would recommend is just start off with base game stuff, maybe add a couple of mods in off the mod hub, and then just learn the game, because it can be a little bit overwhelming for people. Depending, actually, if you're on PC, which you said you are, an easy way of setting up your factories, if you are going to go that route, is using like the production revamp. It makes life a little bit simpler, I find. Another one I'd recommend is like the universal auto-load scripts. If you're not very good at picking up pallets, definitely throw that on there, because it'll literally pick up the stuff automatically. Obviously generators, for example, all these have been set up to give you an additional income from off you instead of your crops. You can run these as well. You won't get much off of them, but it's worth putting like maybe a couple of solar panels down. As you can see here with this particular one, you'll get $125 per hour. Obviously spread that throughout the day. That's not a bad little income. Put a few of them down, wow, you'll be well off. Obviously you do have that as well if you wanted to. It's kind of nice and Christmassy, little something special. Obviously you will make a little bit of money off of it, but not much, to be honest. Wind turbines, you name it, you can make money in lots of different ways. But yeah, give that a try. Obviously, if you do have questions, ask in streams. That is the best place to go, bud. Like I said, there is multiplayer. You can join on different maps if you wanted to. So for me, for example, I'll show you right here. Obviously, Mr. Dagenet, who's in chat with us at the minute, has a server up for the map I'm playing. For some weird reason this afternoon, this is actually shown now, is that I have an issue with something. How you doing, Chilwell, by the way? I was actually on this server earlier. Obviously came off just before I started streaming. I went to load it back up and it's now saying that there's something wrong with it. Obviously you can actually click on here. It's now showing several, actually it's probably because I've got a different map folder open. But the main one that was showing an issue was this one. which is weird. And on this one, it's now saying it's fine. It's like, what the heck? It's really weird. I don't get it. What's going on? But yeah, I've got a folder set up just for that particular map, and for some reason the PV WolfCreek in that one is, yeah, not behaving itself. But yeah, you can join in if you want help with anything as well on other maps. If you got just a base game, the one I'd really go with is the Elm Creek map. It's the one I played on when I first started. It's actually the smaller brother to WolfCreek. So, but you got the Hot Belleron map, which is the one with all the balloons. Never really got into Erlengrad, but another really good one is the Silver Run. If you got the Platinum DLC, that is definitely one to try out if you ever get a chance to. There you go. So I'm going to go back into mine for the next few minutes, guys. But yeah, obviously streams are definitely the best place to get answers and questions sorted out. If you're trying to find a specific mod, streams are another good place to get information regarding them. Doing good. Not too bad, thanks, Chill Will. But yeah, hopefully that helps you out there, Crispy Cream, a little bit. Maybe you switch mod folders because you were showing. Yeah, that could be what it is. But yeah, obviously before the stream started, I was actually on the other mod folder for the server, and it was just showing that the map wasn't compatible. Basically, it was outdated or something, even though I downloaded it twice this afternoon. Yeah, it's no worries, no worries. But yeah, obviously I'll be around for another 8 minutes or so. Then I'm actually jumping off today. I'll be back on Friday, but obviously any of the SGA are going to be streaming throughout this week and pretty much every day. So you're more than welcome to jump into any of their streams and ask questions, whether they're playing Farm Sim or not. I'm sure they'll help you out. Obviously, anywhere on Twitch, really, the community is absolutely amazing and very, very helpful. What is the best DLC to get? In my opinion, the Platinum DLC, definitely. For obviously simple reasons, you get a nice new map. Also, you get loads of extra equipment with it. It's definitely worth it, that's for sure. And apart from that, out of the rest that was released during the season 1, probably the Kubota pack would be my second choice. Now, obviously, depending on what's coming in season or next year, who knows? Might have some even more amazing stuff coming. Looks like you'll be buying it tomorrow. I'm probably getting. Yeah, go for it, bud. Definitely. How interesting. What have I actually got for the platinum stuff? I can never remember where it is. Is it that one in it? So obviously I do have most, if not all, of the DLCs. So I've got the AGI pack, the Antonio Carrera. Nice pack, to be honest. Load of tractors. Still reckon that looks a lot like a tractor I used to ride on when I was a kid. Still gives me fond memories. Very similar. The only difference is obviously it was a solid frame. Actually, I think that is the solid frame one. Yeah. They're not too bad, but yeah. To be honest, out of the whole pack, the only two I've really had is these two. So not really, in my opinion, worth it. What else was there? I did grab the Grapeliner. I've never actually used it. Might do one of these times. The Kubota pack, definitely, I'd go with that. It's a nice, different selection of obviously vehicles and some equipment there. The nice thing is you do get the passenger script with it, so that will run on multiplayers as well. So if you're on that, you can jump into someone's vehicle. Kind of cool. Definitely the Platinum expansion. You obviously get loads of forestry stuff with it, and obviously those nice new Volvo trucks and wheel loaders and stuff. That is definitely one I would put right at the top. But it'd be nice if we can get some of that stuff on the friggin' other maps. Pumps and hoses. I don't know personally. I'm still on the fence with that one. I have used it a few times, guys. I have, and I kind of got on with it. But I do know that there's a lot of people out there who have had issues running it and didn't really like it much. But yeah, like Harm says, Pumps and Hoses is a nice one. I'd maybe put that third overall, actually. So the other one is obviously the Vermeer pack. It's not too bad. Obviously, the only really nice, useful thing in there is obviously going to be the self-propelled baler. Apart from that, to be honest, I've got it. I've never even used any of it. I don't think. I think I used the baler once, and that was it. I think that was most of it now, isn't it? Yep. If you want to go into a little bit more depth, then your precision farming, which can give you a great income as well. It's a little bit extra work, but definitely beneficial. See, there's another thing. I've got the class area in here. Got it installed. Never even used any of this yet, I don't think. Maybe once, a long time ago, but yeah. It's kind of daft, really. AGI pack. I don't even think I've ever... Oh, yeah, I've used one of these a couple of times, but that's about it. But I know Mr. Darius Frost loves the AGI. Because obviously, one thing you can do is you take your crops and actually create seeds with it, I think, if I remember rightly. And you get a really good turnout for creating seeds that way. But anyway, for the last few minutes, I'm going to just jump around, see how we're doing. So he's done. And what else have I got left to plough, if anything? So that field's still growing. That's my poplar field. Apart from my vineyard, I'm going to do this offline when I'm not streaming because, to be honest, going up and down all those individual lines is, yeah, mind-numbing. It's bad enough trying to do it. The harvest side of things. But yeah, there's a whole array of different vehicles, base game, that you can use. If you like case, for example, you can have just a case farm. If you like John Deere, God forbid, you can have just John Deere stuff. So, yeah. But yeah, out the DLCs, I'd definitely go with the Platinum Expansion as number 1, Kubota as number 2, and then at a distance, probably the Vermeer pack, Pumps and Hoses. Actually, yeah, I'll probably put Pumps and Hoses above the Vermeer pack, to be honest. So there you go. John Deere, God forbid. Actually, that's probably one thing you'll probably find. I don't know how many streams you've been in, Crispy Cream there, but there seems to be a running theme with a lot of streamers is they use a lot of John Deere, and this is just me, and I do apologise to anyone who loves John Deere, but it's very overused in
No, we
my
don't.
opinion. So I've kind of veered away from really using the John Deere stuff. And obviously on this one I've got JCB, I've got Case, I've got Class, Valtra. I absolutely love the Valtra stuff. I've only got one Valtra tractor so far, but yeah, definitely cool. Just started out with Farming Simulator. Question about the New Holland T6. How do I know what tool it will fit it? Okay. So the T6, I'd imagine that's a. So if you, that's gonna be small, is it? Medium, medium, small.
I think it's a medium.
It's not in
I
there.
think.
Let's have a look. I got so
You
many
saying
tractors, it's
small?
disgusting.
Is it small?
Yeah. Oh, there you go. T6. So first of all, depending on what attachments you're after, really. If you're after a like plow, seeder, or something like that, one thing to look for is obviously the horsepower. That is going to limit what it can pull. Regarding attachments, obviously this will have a front loader if you wanted to. Obviously make a note of the type because there is different front load attaches you can add onto this. Can I buy a front loader to do it? Obviously got Harm, who's a class fam. How dare you? It's a small, yep. I need something that can lift what came out of the paper factory, like a front loader. Now depending on the pallet weight, you should be able to use one of the, like a T6. To be honest, I could lease it and find out for you. So obviously I've got the front loader attacher there for the horror. I think that's how you pronounce it. So you come into here to front loaders, and obviously this is where you got your quickies, your hooers. That sounds just terrible. I wish they'd change the name of that. Obviously, as you can see here, this will do up to the 120 horsepower, and that will go up to the 180 horsepower. Obviously, because it's a small tractor, I'll just go for that one. And then, kind of a pain having them all in different areas. In here, you've also got your bale fork, or your pallet fork, should say. Let's just lease that. This is going to be the last thing I'm going to be doing today. Yeah, you can have that one. But like I was saying there, let me come back in here a sec and find that T6. So obviously you got your front load attacher here. Obviously you can have the quickie, or you can have the hooer, depending on which one you want to try. You could use both or either, whatever. Obviously I just went for that one for example. And but obviously makes a note of the engine size. One thing you might need as well is weight on the back. That's another thing to consider. So there's that. Actually, are you on the silver run by any chance? Because you mentioned about Paper Factory. Or you're on here. Because on this map there's its own paper, and then it's the silver on paper as well, pallets. Let's see if we can find some paper. Where are you? Paper, P-A-P... Paper, roll, paper. So, that's the one that's in the map. Right, so, like I said, there's two different ones here. Obviously, for on this map. We have the Silver Run Platinum DLC paper roll, which is a big old pallet, 1.3 tons. And then you got the one that comes on this particular map. You're on the Silver Run, okay. So ignore that one. Bye. Like what I would do is make sure that your forks are fully extended out. And let's see if we can get in there. So, yep, that will pick that up perfectly fine. Obviously, it is a little bit unstable. So what I'd recommend is grabbing a weight while you're at it and throwing one on the back. Nothing too big, nothing too heavy. So I don't know, something like that, for example, should be fine. We'll just lease that. It's only a small one. And you should be good to go. I've got to remember which side you're on. Just throw that one to the back.
I think you went backwards to it.
There we go. Yep, there we go. See, so yeah, obviously just use your own judgment regarding the weight there. You may need to go up to like a ton weight, so yeah, that will definitely pick it up quite easily, even without the weight there. But you could even go for a slightly bigger one. But anyway, glad to help, buddy. No worries. And that is going to be it for today, guys. I'm just going to... Actually, I'm going to save that, because I kind of like that little tractor. I might use it myself. So, I do need to find somebody to raid over to today. Let me go to my ending screen. Where are you? There. There we go. Hopefully.
You can go to the store and park in the box, and you can customize. When you customize it, it will show you what you currently have on it, and you can purchase other wheel types, other attachment. Like if you didn't want the attacher that you had, you can get the other one. There's quite a bit of different stuff you can do. You just
Oh,
have to
heck
go
yeah.
to the store or place down a repair point.
Yep.
All the
Oh, heck.
all the bleeps we're gonna have.
There we go. Mute that for a minute. Yeah, so like Boomer says, you can. There's lots you could do with it if you wanted to. You could use different attachers and stuff like that. There's also mods on the in-game mod hub that you could use. If you didn't want to use a tractor, you could easily just buy a forklift if you wanted to. They're really helpful. Obviously, on Silver Run map, you do have that big 4x4 forklift thing that come with the DLC. It's one thing I haven't really used much yet, but it's kind of a nice little forklift for that job. But yeah, give it all a try, really. Just see what suits you. Where can I see more information about my vehicle? I brought the attachment. Yeah, just go into your configurations. Okay then, guys. But yeah, much appreciated. So, obviously, the 1P, Dean 96, B Graham 31, Own Insanity, and Krispy Kreme. All thank you very much for the follows today. Much appreciated. So obviously I do need to find someone who is streaming out there. We do have Farming Guy doing a bit of farm sim from the looks of it. I know he's doing a bit of Snow Runner earlier. We've got Mr. Jibabo doing Ark Survival, but I don't think he's going to be raiding over to anybody in the SGA, is he? Urgh. So what's the... Oh, I don't know.
Not a bump. Not a bump.
Oh, shoosh.
This is what happens when I decide to take a
And
shower
you can
before I get
shoosh.
in.
See, now we've got Mr. Jababo doing a bit of Ark Survival. And obviously, the choice is up to you guys. We also have 2022 Farming Guy doing a bit of
Farming
farms.
Guy's doing a 24-hour.
Yeah.
He should be coming up on the end of it within the next 6 or so hours.
Let's see, 21 hours so far. So he's got a few more hours. So he could go until like Dave and then... I think he's on your Valley. Is it I can't remember. Is it Your Valley? Can I remember what it's called? Farming Guy, yeah. Okay then. Actually, I don't think I've raided him in quite a while, so that's cool. Yeah, so I think we'll go over and see what Mr. farming 2022 farming guy is up to today. I know earlier he was doing snow runner. But yeah, so that is going to be it for today. Obviously, I will be back on Friday at my usual starting time, hopefully. Maybe doing a bit of Dashnet server on PV WolfCreek. Obviously, make sure to check out Dashnet later on. I'll quickly throw that in chat. Da, 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 da. Make sure to give him a follow, guys. But for now, obviously, we're going to go over catch Mr. Farming Guy, see what he's up to. Have a great rest of your day, guys, and I'll see you again soon.